one day erode and destroy hearts of good souls in the dark, filled with dismay, later long and fake too much, all the way through till the crumble into shattered down they go. Don't let 'em do it like that to us. Don't allow all this that made you weak. So wake up from sleep. Don't refuse to be free. Let go. Time this reason to break out this in your mind. Take my hand, join the team. Gonna let the dead leaves fall down. Hey, it's time to rise up.
You know what the nice part is about games with intros like this one? I don't have to invest in a custom-made intro that is exclusive to me, myself, and I. I can just let the game do it for me for free, or for the cost of the game itself, which in this case was about, I think, $25. So, hey, that's pretty decent, I think. Anyway, here we are again. Intro has played, so we'll load up our game in a couple of minutes. Did I config this to, okay, I didn't. Let me do it now before I forget. Yes, that's fine, change it to hard mode. I'm starting a new game? Okay, well then when we load up, I'll change it over to hard again anyway. So. Make me do all the work, game. It's okay though. But yeah, we'll get started in a couple of minutes. Like a minute and a half.
Fair enough. Not that I've seen anything we could talk about today.
Oh, okay.
Because he had a hard time yesterday, so.
Yeah, he did.
Light went out. So they're gonna see if they can get him to go slow.
Mm-hmm.
Step on the porch with him right now.
I can't believe I pressed start and the game decided, oh, you haven't moved in 2 minutes? Okay, well, better play the intro again. Whatever. It's about that time anyway. Let me take a drink and then we'll get going. Well, enough of this crossroads that we find our bus at. This is a silly place. Let's load the game. This was a terrible English accent. All that to make the joke of, let us not go to Alice's horny jail, it is a silly place. That wasn't much of a joke either. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Persona 5 Strikers, the Stream Edition. Last time we began the game, and, well, ended up in horny jail. We went to Alice's light BDSM dungeon, where she dominates people for their desires, so that's just great. Only in an Atlas game can we get to this level of ridiculousness, like 2 or 3 hours out of the gate. Like, holy shit, man. So today, we need to head all over Shibuya because we need to figure out some things. We need to gather some info about her little jaunt in the Shadow Realm. And it looks like my party members actually show up on the mini-map now, so that's actually kind of nice. I would say we could thank Emma for that, but I don't think we want to thank Emma for anything because the phone app is evil. So instead of that, I'm going to go chat with everybody and then go chat with the other places that we can go. Yeah, that's pretty understandable, actually. Are you sure you don't want to buddy up, or...? I don't think she got used to this kind of crowd, Morgana. Excuse me. That's true. Yeah, it takes a little getting used to. I'll take care of it.
That's true.
Yeah, you can take care of the online front for us because we need somebody doing that at all times, so. Ah, there you go. You even got your new girlfriend to help out. Fantastic. Yeah, you guys can go be cyber sleuths. Just don't end up like the guy at the end of Hacker's Memory, or else Cole hate this game too. Alright, you two handle the cyber division, we'll handle the reconnaissance division. Oh, what's that? We got Salty Papaya, I would assume. It said SP, so hopefully that restores a bunch. 20 SP to 1 ally, that's actually kind of nice. Thanks, Futaba. That should work out.
Interesting.
Yusuke, any intel? Yeah, they're pretty much all over the place. The din is palpable. What, Alice in Wonderland? I mean, I guess, but it's been done to death at this point, so... I have an examine point, hold on. Oh, okay. Sorry, sir, maybe I'll come back for more used books later when they actually let me read again. I don't think they're gonna let me read again, to be honest. Anything in the vendor? I don't know, let's see what we got. This is HP stuff, which, doesn't really interest me all that much. Well, I'm getting a text, hold on. Oh, did you now? Alley behind the airsoft shop. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Speaking of keeping in mind, I should probably set my game to hard now. Back at it, Futaba. Set me up with hard mode, please, so that I can get masochistically murdered here. So. Alright, but Ryuji's over by the airsoft shop. Anne is looking for crepes. Maybe. What, are they having a special on crepes or something? Oh. Well, yeah, it's because she's snatching up all their desires and they're turning into puppets. So. The same way all shadows have something to do with it. What do you mean, how and why? You'd think that they all forgot exactly what happened 4 months ago at this point. Like, we didn't forget, you know? Like, it's not like the end of Persona 3 where everyone forgot and then slowly remembered as time went on. You just wanted to get crepes, didn't you? And I need you to understand that will last you approximately 1 hour, and then you will crash, and then I will have to have Futaba carry you in the Necronomicon for the rest of the thing. It seems like a bit much for me, sorry. That's not how that works, actually, but okay. Sure, and you do what you want. I still don't see the appeal, but alright. Yeah, I've actually heard that one, believe it or not. No, that's like not something that's, you know, likely. Anyway, we got 6% out of that one, so that's good. Probably Haru, which means we better work faster. Nope, I'm just looking for intel on her because I want to take her empire down. Good, I hate her guts too. We're alike in that, dedicated woman. Okay, well, there we go. Anything down by protein lovers? No, it doesn't look like it. Other than the fact that... What was that? Oh, I was probably just having me examine one of the shops. Yeah, other than the fact that the whatchamacallit, the treadmill that I face planted on still works there, I don't think there's going to be much for us in there. Dragon like a Yakuza. Oh boy. You want us to just grab a couple tickets, Makoto? I'd be down for that once we fix this whole mess with Alice. Long enough to understand your fixation. Oh, okay. Probably because of... Oh, okay, so the boss got transfixed by Alice as well. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So something fishy going on here, and it sure as hell ain't COD. I guess we could dip into the shops or something for a little bit.
Are you ready to order?
Let's see. We can cure some status ailments with this. I wonder if any of those will be any good. Let's see. Dizzy, rage, and fear. I'll worry about it later. We'll wait until we see some status ailments before I go buying willy-nilly, you know.
Hey, welcome.
Oh, we can even buy stuff here too. Cure sleep, cure brainwash. Those I think are a little bit more pertinent to where I'd be like, yeah, I definitely want those because like sleep would be bad and so would brainwash. So I guess we'll probably think about coming here later, maybe. Convenience store.
We've got whatever you need. Thank
There
you.
are a lot of healing items available here. I guess that's fine. It makes things a little easier. Oh, you're here too. Okay, I figured you were still mostly committing your programming to helping Futaba, but alright. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Most arcades don't really get much business anymore.
How can I help you?
Big Bang Burger still sells some good stuff. We've got... these are probably pretty decent because it's a healing item that heals all allies, but I guess I'll figure that out later. So, clothing shop. That's not really what I'm looking for, but okay. You know, that sounds about right, actually.
Really?
And that's a really quick lightning sale. That's committed to memory. Ooh, that got me 31%. Holy shit. Let's look at the map so I can see where everything else is. I guess I could go to Yongen Jaya, but I don't think I really need to. I go back to Station Square maybe and double check over there before I go see Ryuji, because I feel like Ryuji's is going to be like the here's the end of the thing, but maybe I should get as much information as I can first. Hey, Lifeblood, how's it going? Welcome back. Go to the automated drinking machine by the washing room by LeBlanc. Yeah, that's the one with the SP items, right? Yeah, I bought a couple of those last time. I already used them all, actually. I'll keep that in mind, though. Yes, actually, they probably would give you a run for your money in terms of the Humanities Companion thing. So, that's true. Smoking area? Highly doubtful. Yeah, didn't think there was going to be any useful intel there. No, yours was significantly more artificial looking. And that's saying something. Alright, doesn't look like there's any more intel here. Let's head back and see what Ryuji's up to. And that might give us a little more info. What's up, Ryuji? Ryuji's not the end? Okay. I mean, I guess I figured because I was looking for more intel and thinking, okay, well, he's going to get us up to 100%. But no, apparently not. Oh, yeah, that was the guy that was inside of the thingamajigger, wasn't it? Well, hang on, let me make it less conspicuous there. This is significantly not less conspicuous, but, you know. Oh my god. Well, then stop thinking and don't stop breathing. That wouldn't be good, but definitely stop thinking. If that's how you feel. So. He went to a loan shark for this shit? Oh my god. Yes, he did, actually. Oh, well, we're up to 85% now. Nice. Is EY closed up? Temporarily closed. Oh, man. Yeah, not really much we can do without him. That's unfortunate. Where else could I go for information? I can look for more speech bubbles. I can go this way. This way leads to nothing except the theater, so... nope. Any other places I haven't gone yet? I already talked to all these people. Oh, I guess Anne's got something new to say,
See you
maybe.
later.
Okay, sounds like a plan. I guess I could go back to that thing that Yusuke was looking at. I don't think I looked at that, so... My favorite movie shop gone? I don't know, they're still open, just not anything for us to do here, so... Yeah, I figured I needed 100% to get this done with, yeah. Some guy that grumbles. Okay, I'll keep a lookout. Taba's still got something new to say, so I guess I can check in with her.
Leave it to me.
Okay, two of you keep doing that. I'll pretend like I knew what you just said, and I will head off.
So,
Okay. Ooh, hang on. There we go. Yeah, that is a fair question. Okay, so we're looking for something similar to that, I would assume. So let's go take a look. Yeah, that grumbling person over here. By the looks of it. Yep, there we go. I have to listen to the musings of a madman on the street to get this done. That's just great. Please don't do that. I would have to run all around the world just to get small pieces of heart to get your heart back to normal, and I don't have the magic locket from Ni no Kuni, so I can't do that, so... Okay. Investigation complete. Easy. Oh, I'm getting a text. Hang on. What do we got? Oh, about as well as can be expected. Everybody we've run into has said the same sort of things. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, let's do it.
what's true?
If I wanted to sniff out more rumors, I'd most likely just be buying healing items, so... We'll go buy healing items later when the game actually lets me play again,
So, how'd
rather
it go?
than watch a
Anyone
visual
learn
novel.
anything useful about potential victims?
Yeah, we spotted a couple familiar faces.
Yeah, like the guys that were inside the metaverse getting their desires ripped out of their chests.
We found some of the people who were attacked in the jail.
They seemed surprisingly whole in real life, considering.
You really found them?
Yeah.
Which means the ones ambushed in the jail were indeed only their shadows and not their human forms.
Yes.
There's still one thing. They're all acting real weird.
Yeah, because they're obsessed.
Weird
Like,
how?
to the point of being abnormal.
They're all totally crazy for Alice. They're even getting loans so they can buy more shit at her store. That's pretty weird.
That's a little out there for merchandise from a pop idol.
Now that you mention it, I saw others behaving similarly in Shibuya.
Yeah, like this one couple nearly splitting up when the boyfriend bought everything Alice-related he could find.
You would think that opposing companies would, like, I don't know, try to bankrupt her business or some shit. Pull something shady so that she isn't causing all the competition to get blown out of the water, but apparently not.
There were even people let go from their jobs because they weren't Alice fans themselves.
I've even found some reports of Alice fans straight up assaulting outspoken critics of hers.
For once, I'm glad I'm a silent protagonist then, because then I'd have to beat people up on the street.
At
This
first
isn't
I figured
Yakuza.
Alice was just the latest fad, but this seems so much worse than that.
Yeah, it's almost like we've done this before, like 8 times.
Maybe the people who had the desires taken from them went crazy.
If that's the
Is
case,
is that
then we
like
have
an
to do
elucidation, Morgana? I figured that was obvious.
Agreed. If such
There's a lot of
aberrant
stuff they've
behavior
been saying
continues to
recently, though,
rise,
that I
we could
figured was
easily find
obvious to
ourselves in
everyone,
an
so maybe I'm
unwinnable
just
position.
ahead of the curve here. Sorry, Yusuke, I just talked over you with my bullshit.
With the metaverse involved, we're the only people who can stop this.
We have to help.
Sounds like we're back on the clock then. Oop,
It
hang
looks
on.
like you've finished gathering intel on Alice's victims.
We sure have,
Would you like to
Sophia.
investigate her next?
Probably a good idea. Tomorrow is do or die time, but yeah, we should go investigate her next.
Yep, let's break for today and pick this back up tomorrow after your trip.
Alright,
Good
sounds like a
luck with the
plan.
Alice visit, you three.
Yeah, well,
We're on it.
we got this covered. You, me, and Morgana, and we'll get this. Alright, and back to LeBlanc. I don't even have to go to sleep. It's just going to take me directly there. It's kind of weird though, because there's a lot of situations in this game where I would like to, like, basically be able to break for a checkpoint or a save point where you just maybe watch 10 minutes of cutscenes and then it just cuts and forces you to watch 10 more minutes of cutscenes before you get a chance to stop. And I'm a little put off by it, but it's fine, I guess. It's just not optimal. I don't know. Is this game on the Switch? Because if it is on the Switch, then they have no excuse to do that, because it's like, no, listen, that's a portable console. Like, people need to break every 10 or 15 minutes. What if they miss their bus stop? Anyway. Bye, boss. I'll be back. Pretty sure that's that guy from the meeting room.
Boss?
Sure
this
is.
curry is fantastic.
Oh, thanks.
It's like these people like eavesdropping on me. A certain TV studio filming location.
So this is going
There'll be a
on
lot of
now,
gameplay
huh?
after the visit to Alice, but get used to them skipping chances to checkpoint. Okay. Good.
Even I'm starting to get a little nervous. You still good?
Morgana,
Hey,
we've been in here
back.
before.
If they find out we brought a pet in here, they'll kick us out.
It's true.
A pet?
That's what they think you are, yes. You're my emotional support animal as far as they're concerned. Yes, behave yourself in there. Yeah, quiet on the set? No, I won't say that because then everyone's going to look at me and that'll get Morgana in trouble, so.
Aw, well, I guess if I can't be seen, you two do your best to blend in too.
I mean, really, if you want to, you could just go wandering. It's just you'd have to do it stealthily.
We're fine. All we're gonna do is watch.
It's a good thing that both of us are here because now we look like we're talking to each other rather than talking to a bag.
Should I also make efforts to blend in?
I'm pretty sure you should because they're probably going to force me to silence my phone after this, Sophia. So I'll make like... I'll try to use like sign language to make sure you're not in the dark about it because again, muting an AI sounds terrifying.
Yeah, just hang tight for a bit, Sophia.
No prob.
All right,
Oh, here she comes.
let's see what happens here. Everyone jumps her.
Holy crap. Oh, she really is adorable.
I will never understand. I'm just gonna move on. Like her outfit looks more over-designed than some of the over-designed jobs from Final Fantasy III's 3D versions, and that's saying something because the Magus in that game is like something.
5, 4, 3.
And now, on to the hottest meet and greet segment of the show. We have a special guest with us today.
Because we wouldn't be relevant without her.
She has taken the fashion world by storm and conquered it. Please welcome the designer, Alice Hiragi.
Oh, she's the designer. Okay, well that's why she's dressing so funky, because she has no one to tell her that it's over-designed.
Thank you for joining us, Alice. You sure have been keeping busy these days, haven't you?
It's only thanks to all my fans that I've been able to do what I do.
You know, the constantly growing amount of fans that you have because you're taking advantage of them.
And what a number of fans you have. Talk about strong support.
Yeah, this guy holding conversations with a cat and his phone without a phone call. Exactly, that's what we're trying to avoid.
Am I wrong to presume that you designed the outfit you're wearing today?
It's just so cute. Very expressive.
These people are being too nice about this stuff. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not trying to say that she shouldn't be expressing herself in public. I just think she overdid it.
Thank you so much. The theme of my current line is Alice in Wonderland. I feel like passion is a rare and beautiful thing that can take anyone into a world built on their dreams. You can find a side to yourself that maybe you didn't even know you had. Fashion can do so much for us.
It's also a very expensive hobby, but hey, you didn't hear that from me, the poor person.
I try my hardest to focus on that whenever I design a new piece.
Such wise words from a successful industry veteran.
And let's be fair, the fashion industry itself is not the way that it used to be anyway, because, I'm gonna get real, like, old school here for a minute. Nowadays, when you buy clothes, you have to buy, like, a new thing of clothes you have to make a clothing trip, like, every year. Whereas hundreds of years ago, you maybe bought clothes that lasted you 10 years, but were expertly designed and, of course, cost a lot of money, but that was because they were essentially tools that you would use for years, rather than something that you wore for one season and threw away. Anyway, back to this.
What inspiration originally spurred you into fashion design, if you don't mind?
To be honest, I was very shy growing up. I didn't have any friends at school. I would get so lonely. I wanted to change so much, but I just couldn't figure out how to do it.
Well, there's your first problem. Trying to change.
One day, I saw the most beautiful dress in a shop window. When I put it on, the whole world felt new. It was like I was hit with this blinding ray of light. I really can change. That's what wearing it made me think.
See, and this is what makes me think that she's younger, right? Is that she has this thought process of, well, the world doesn't accept me for who I am, so I have to change myself for the world. No! That's bullshit! Stop thinking like that!
I strive each day to give that same feeling to every person who tries on one of my designs.
So you strive to make them teenagers again?
I want to give that ray
Pass.
of light to others. That's what inspired me to enter the fashion industry.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, huh is right, but I think we're huh-ing for different reasons. Fashion's not something that you understand. Oh, Alice is currently going with the Alice in Wonderland, and that is funky. Yeah, but not like that. That's like a lot. So. She is young, but older than 16. She graduated high school. Yeah, that's still way outside of... like, the way that when I look at women, right, I don't look at them as anything other than just some person unless they are within 4 years of age of myself. Okay, so she would have to be between 27 and 35 for me to look at her as anything other than just some random person on the street. So.
Now I can see why the young people love you so much.
How do you handle all the dating rumors?
Sir, keep it in your pants. This is on TV.
What?
Oh god, we lost him too. He's gone. Take a commercial break quick before he loses it on set. This silence, this ellipses here, the people should be in your ear telling you, no, cut the commercials. He's having a mental breakdown. Cut the commercials now. We can't afford the negative press.
I don't get it.
I don't know if it is that funky and that much. Like, maybe it is nowadays, because, like... What was that one video game that was, like, Alice in Wonderland themed that was that funky and was that much? It was, like, Last Generation or something for, like, the PS3 and Xbox 360 or something. I don't quite remember what it was, but it was Alice in Wonderland themed, and that one was excessive. But, like, if we go back to the original tale... It was more bloody and gory than, like, excessively fashionable.
Is this some kind of scripted thing?
No, I think this is off script. What do you mean, I wonder what's wrong? I'm going to be saying that, like, throughout the whole game, aren't I? Because they're going to act like we've never seen this shit before.
Alice,
Here we go.
I love you, Alice. Please, spend your life with me.
She should be kicking you in the face right now because you're technically upskirt.
What? Hey, what is all this, huh?
I didn't realize until now. I love you.
Do you?
This is really out of the blue.
No, you caused this, so stop play acting.
Yeah, this bit's going on a little too long.
Cut to commercials.
I can't live without you.
Cut to commercials.
What in the hell? And what about me, asshole?
Hey, listen, there's no fraternization in this fucking job. It's really a bad idea. You shouldn't fraternize at work.
Those two are engaged already, right?
Oh my god.
Wow, what a train wreck. I can't believe this.
Cut the commercial! Now!
Now? You could have cut 5 minutes ago.
Just shut up already! What has happened to you?
Oh my god.
What is this mess?
And were you not paying attention at all last year? You know what this mess is. Look at her face. You know what this mess is. They canceled filming on the spot and escorted everyone off the set so they could listen to Akechi talk about delicious pancakes. Never mind, he's dead. He can't talk about delicious pancakes. Oh, it was the same hallway, actually, where he talked about them, except I think we were at the other end last time. That was, in fact, actually live, yes. This is going to end up on some random YouTuber's fails compilation next year.
Can't believe he spilled his beans like that. Even I thought he went overboard with it.
He did, and they were not his beans. Those were Alice's beans being poured into his brain.
So, then do you think that host had his desire taken by Alice?
Yes. Am I going to have to answer this question again because it's already getting old? What do you mean, maybe? I can't know for sure. Just give me a yes! Maybe.
Like, what?
I mean, I nodded, so I'm going to take that as a yes. Not a professional. He wasn't professional anymore, Anne.
True. It didn't seem like he was in his right frame of mind.
Nope.
Like he wasn't even there and someone else was controlling him.
Yes. As a matter of fact.
I don't know if all this is right, but his personality changed like when someone's heart was stolen. After the treasure? Maybe Alice can control anyone whose desire she steals.
Sounds about right.
If the desire is turned over to the ruler, they wind up under their control. Like with Alice.
That's got to be a terrible amount of PR for the Shadow, though. Like, can you imagine having to deal with hundreds of people ogling you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Like, I would be driven bonkers. Like, that's got to be a ton of stress, and I can't even imagine the kind of paperwork, considering it's in the Shadow realm and they have to take stock of their inventory every now and then. Be like, okay, which one of these guys did I actually steal the desires from? Oh, god damn it, I put this one in the wrong vault. This was in the I don't know vault.
That would really explain it. Amazing as always, Lady Ann.
Okay, listen, we just had some random guy confessing his love to someone he doesn't love. I don't need you doing it too.
But that would
Although you do love her, so I guess it'd be better than that. She's brainwashing people.
Yeah, looks like it.
So I'm gonna need to go buy brainwash cures.
Alice said
Okay.
she wants to be a ray of light for people. That's what I've always wanted too.
Yeah, but this is completely different, Anne.
I read about her in a magazine once, and I just really felt where she was coming from. It's why I asked to come to the show in the first place. I wanted to see her in person.
Okay, that's fine, but if you're gonna have a guilt trip over it, I need you to understand that you don't brainwash people into liking you. You do it through hard work. There's a very distinct difference there.
But now, I wonder if that was all just...
Lady Ann.
Man, that was great.
That was... Alice?
She's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, yeah, I guess we probably should, since we're not supposed to be here.
Alice, this is a public hall. Please, you must keep your voice down.
It's fine. See? No one in sight.
Yes, but what if they're in hearing range? Yes, she used an advanced tactic called lying, and Anne is too pure and innocent to lie to people, so...
Anyway, though,
I distinctly remember her being a really bad liar in Vanilla P5 as well, so...
all those cushy, talking head types make the best faces when things finally stop going their way.
Miss Alice, do you think you could stop doing these things?
It's making me very uncomfortable as your security guard.
Huh? What do you mean? I was the victim on stage.
I'm pretty sure the stage part of that sentence is the most important phrase.
What is it that you want me to stop doing?
Being a brainwashing bastard?
I don't know how you're doing it, or why, but after seeing that, there has to be something.
Oh, so you want me to punish you again?
Oh, great. Here we go.
Please, I'm sorry.
Sir, you're a security guard. You shouldn't be falling to the floor from a 16-year-old looking girl telling you off.
What a terrible accident. Just like what happened on set. A terrible accident. I'm still upset over it too, you know. Isn't it your job to take my side?
I'm surprised he didn't say, so hey Alice, are you like a phantom thief or something? Because they're the only kinds of people who can change people's desires at a whim.
Or are you asking to end up broken like my last manager? Do you want to get stuck up in your room like he is?
So this is like reverse Risei that's happening on the screen here right now. Sir, does that boot have a knife in it? Because if it doesn't, I don't see the problem here.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway. I don't want toys that don't do as they're told.
You only have one key phrase, don't you?
Stop! Then beg me to forgive you until it hurts as much as you hurt me with your words.
I'm not buying this situation. She's like 100 pounds. Just throw her off.
Grovel with your face all messed up with snot. I'll take another video if you'd like.
Where did she find these people?
Beg. Do it! Do it! I'm not gonna stop until you do, got it?
Okay, Anne, listen. I'm going to jump her. We'll throw a blindfold over her head. We'll take her to Kamurocho, and we'll throw her in the Dominatrix training school. And that'll be the end of her, okay? We'll never have to hear from her again. She'll be stuck there forever.
Hey, the guy sounds like he's in real pain. If she doesn't cut it out...
Hey!
Still not... Okay, I guess we're gonna interfere. Still not buying this, but I guess we're gonna interfere now.
Who is this?
Hey there! Remember me? Yeah, I think that was a little too far. He's your manager. You're not supposed to shove your boot up his... or on his chest or up his ass unless he's not doing... You know what? Never mind. This is exactly the situation where you should shove your boot up his ass.
You said you wanted to be a ray of light for people. How the hell does that help?
Well, we need to introduce you to BDSM if you need to know how that helps, Anne, but, no, I don't think you need to know that yet.
Oh! We were just playing around.
Yeah, alright. So, question here. An additional question, because this is making me, like, why are we so bad at this? Why were none of us taking video of this? Like, she didn't even have to know we were here. We could have taken video of what was going on right there, and then just anonymously had Futaba posted to the internet, and this whole debacle would be over with. Because she'd be publicly shamed. She'd be publicly embarrassed, because her light kink is no longer outside of the public eye, and everyone would be, you know, wiser to her ways. I feel like that would have just solved the whole problem. I mean, we probably still would have had to go beat her shadow, but it would have been significantly easier because we would have had blackmail. Anyway.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? Stand up for yourself, you sniveling fucking dork.
So you'll go get the car now?
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, wait! Hang on. Are you on Takamaki?
You know who I am?
Well, you're both models, right?
I know all the models. I read every fashion magazine the day it comes out. Actually, I really admire you. Would you like to be friends? You obviously got Emma, right? My keyword is...
Don't bother. I'd never accept someone who treats another person like that.
You tell her, Anne, but also it wouldn't matter anyway because our Phantom Thief goings-on would totally prevent that from being anything.
Bad. But I do appreciate honesty.
Let's see. He's no security guard, he's a manager. Yeah, I missed that part at the beginning, but yeah, I know now he's the manager. Scared because she can brainwash people and he doesn't know how. Because we are the Phantom Thieves and people still have to take her out, yeah. I mean, again, I think we'd still have a job to do, but I feel like it would be easier if we had leverage against her. Then again, I've watched enough Leverage to always want leverage in situations like this, so, you know. It's a good show, Leverage, by the way. I'd recommend checking it out if you haven't. Actually, you already gave me a card, so I can't really be your friend, especially since I don't want promotions for your store. Because if I had to look like that all day, I'd probably go out of my mind. Hard pass.
Aw, 2 in a row.
Swing and a miss.
Hey, hang on. You were at 705 the other day, weren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
We're done here. Let's go.
Alright. Bye, Alice. Don't get your head chopped off.
Bummer. But I know I gave him one of my cards. Why doesn't he obey?
It's a stiff! You bought the cards at the discount shop, didn't you?
Came back here. Sorry about that, by the way. I was just so upset.
No, that's fine. I just don't understand why I didn't stay there and give it to her directly between the eyes.
No apology needed. You did a fantastic job finding out about Alice.
Yeah, it's all thanks to you, Lady Ann. Once Lady Ann had her on the ropes, she whipped out her phone and tried adding them all on Emma right away.
Sure as hell didn't work, though.
From what we saw, she might know that she can use Emma to lure people into her jail.
Yeah, it seems like the whole Shadow thing is kind of crossing over into the real world because she kind of understands how it all works at this point. At least that's what it seems like, anyway. It's a wonder, though, that we didn't whip out our phones, but hey, again, that's just wishful thinking.
Then takes their desires so they'll do what she says. I suspect she's been doing this for a while now.
It's probably how she got so popular.
I see. That does explain things.
But what is her end goal? I can't imagine such awful behavior actually doing her any good.
You'd be surprised, Makoto.
Ain't it the same as with Kamoshida?
That's a good point. Ugh, she seemed to be having a blast being such an awful person.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, she has the gall to set up that kind of tragedy on live TV.
And that ain't okay.
She isn't in her right mind anymore. The longer we leave this be, the more victims that pile up.
That's assuming that he registered you as a friend. Are you talking about Alice there? Because yeah, definitely not. Definitely not registering as her friend. Unless you're talking the other way around, in which case I don't think she has to think twice about registering people as her friend, because then she can control them, at least up until now. So, because so far there haven't been any exceptions. She's just controlled everyone that she's come across. When we came along and she couldn't control us, it's like, wait, why isn't this working anymore? What happened to my magic? She knows she can control people. She added as a friend with Emma. That's all she knows. Yeah, I guess that's fair.
It's already gotten to be quite a pile.
It's getting a little out of hand, though, I think.
Now's the time to act.
But just how should we act? Is there a treasure in her jail?
I think the treasure are the people, actually, and since she's stealing the treasures from them, I think if we just cut off her source, then we'll be better off, because she can't act on it.
I am picking up a faint scent of something treasure-like, but... What is a treasure? It's the condensed core of a ruler's desires. That's what gives birth to a palace and powers it. Usually, we just take the treasure to trigger a change of heart in our target.
This might be a little different, though.
That's interesting. What if there is no treasure there?
We can't change Alice's heart.
At least not according to our current understanding of the human heart.
For now, let's focus on tracking the treasure-like scent Morgana mentioned.
Because, to be fair, probably will end up being something that we can take anyway.
That should at least put us on the trail for clues.
Question. Why must we change Alice's heart?
Did you see how she was acting, Sophia?
Why? Because she's hurting people.
So Alice only needs to be stopped. Changing her heart is unnecessary.
No, beating her shadow won't help. Worst case scenario, it could wind up causing her to die in the real world.
Yeah, there's this whole spiel, Sophia. We'll go over it with you next time we get into the metaverse, quote-unquote.
That is an acceptable outcome.
You know what? Never mind. I like this kid. I want to do what she says.
Dude.
They might die from it, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. No, that's fine. Can change her mind instead of her heart. You all have guns, yeah. That's why I was saying we should have gotten a video of her being such a jackass to her manager a few minutes ago. Because then it would be leverage for us, blackmail. But no, we're all no thoughts head empty around here. So
I'm humanity's companion. I'm supposed to determine the best choices for humanity.
I suppose that would make sense, though, because she's like an AI, so she always approaches problems with logic first rather than emotion. And so, logically speaking, she's looking at Alice like a cancer cell, where she can basically say, let's just cut her out of the equation completely, and, you know, then the problem's solved.
Alice Hiragi makes people suffer every day. We should ensure she stops this as soon as possible.
Okay, well, we'll still do that. We just won't do it by killing her. So... it is, in fact, part of our code, actually.
I do not understand.
Yeah, I haven't explained the code to you yet. We got to do that when we go inside next time.
I understand, but I cannot.
Where's the flaw in my logic?
It's not a logical thing, Sophia. It's an emotional thing. That's like the last step to self-actualization. We're gonna have to play the game for about 40 more hours before you get it.
I do see where you're coming from, Sophia. Alice is doing horrible things. We could just help all those people without caring what happens to her.
But would that make us any better than the people who were causing the problems in the first place? Ethically speaking, no, not really.
The metaverse is serious. You can end a life without ever being endangered.
Let's see here. Jeez, you are dark, all of you, willing to just kill just like that. Oh, I'm making a bit. It's not even a real thing. The sympathy. Nah, I'm not willing to kill unless I have to. Senseless bloodshed is tasteless. No, very tasteless. Yes, I would agree with that. I'm making a bit. That's why I was saying it like that. She just all of a sudden came out with the "that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make" thing, and I was like, nope, this is good enough. I'll make a bit out of it.
Even still, we always choose to change someone's heart instead of harming them. It's part of the Phantom Thieves Code.
That's right. Kind of pointless if we gotta stoop to the bad guy's level to take him down.
Exactly.
We never kill. We steal the desires of the wicked and make them change their ways.
That's why we're the Phantom Thieves of Hearts. Phantom Thieves of Hearts.
Yeah, like those things in your hair, except not just Newlith looking.
I've got it. Hearts. I lack a heart. That's why I don't understand the logic of the Phantom Thieves.
You know what? Let's go with that for now.
If only I could understand how hearts work. If I did that, I could become an even better companion.
Well, it's not something you can really understand with code, unfortunately. From every human experience I've ever had, it's mostly something you have to feel, Sophia.
Sophia? I've got it. I will join the Phantom Thieves.
Oh,
I need
okay.
to learn more about hearts so I can become an even better companion. May I join the Phantom Thieves?
Absolutely.
If I do so, I am certain I will witness many things about the human heart.
To be honest, I already kind of considered her a team member. Once you fight with someone, it's pretty easy. Alright then. Yeah, I would say you're already one of us, so, you know, I don't know what everybody else says, but I'm the leader, so I'm gonna say you're already one of us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining, Sophia.
More party members.
Glad to
I mean, she was technically already in the party, but, you know.
Let's pick her codename next.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Because we haven't done that in a while, and also we need to get her something that's not, like, gonna compromise who she is. Although she doesn't have a real-life body, so... Well, I guess she doesn't have a real-life body yet. Maybe we'll get there later, but... Snowy, Sophie, Mochi. Good lord, these are... Okay, this is just stupid. Like, I changed one fucking letter. This is almost as bad as Mona's code name. Like, it's... You change, like, one thing. I don't really like either of the other two, but I guess Snowy is probably the most likely, because, like, she's got the poofiness on her outfit, so I'll go with Snowy. I don't know if this matters, but I'm gonna pick this anyway.
Sounds like a dog's name to me.
Sure, then nobody will know who she is.
Does sound like a name for a white dog. Or maybe an ironic name for a black cat.
What are you looking at me for?
You do have the flecks of white underneath there.
Maybe we should avoid picking anything that makes her sound like a pet.
Yeah, I suppose it would be a little belittling, wouldn't it?
What if we went along the same lines we used with Mona-chan?
No, please don't.
We met her inside the metaverse the same way.
I understand your logic, Haru, but please don't. We need her to have a cool code name.
Like, how about Sophie?
Oh, they picked it anyway. God damn it.
Basically her name.
That's what I'm saying.
I like it.
Okay.
You do? I want to be Sophie.
You're Sophia, though.
Then you'll be Sophia in this world and Sophie in the metaverse.
Like, this just seems silly. Again, like, this is like Clark Kent putting on glasses. Like, nobody can understand it inside of the universe that he comes from, but outside the universe, it's like, no, this is fucking stupid. Why can't anybody see it? I'm not crazy. She said radical, dude.
You're already more human-like than when we first met you.
How many surfer websites did you look up when you came across the internet?
I am constantly learning things. Thanks to the internet. I'm learning more words as I speak.
Well, good.
Don't pick up any off-putting lingo, okay?
I mean, we could just teach her a few swear words, but I feel like that would bump the rating up on that. Well, actually, the game's already rated M for mature, so I guess we can't go much further. So, here, I missed some chat. Let me see. Instead of harming them, we beat up their shadows, though. Yeah, I guess so. When did we have a code? I thought we changed hearts because otherwise we'd end up post-Okumura Palace. That was like the hubris catching up to us, right? We had our code from the beginning of Vanilla P5. It's just that it always seemed to just work out for us. But the code, I think if I remember right, we came across the code when we were in that restaurant figuring out the name of our team in the last game. And then we just sort of stuck with it, because then after Okumura's Palace, it was like, oh shit, what did we do? But then it wasn't us, so. A code does not need to be large, but I will give you the rundown. 1, do not kill. 2, be cool while stealing. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah, that's basically our code right there. At least it's easy to remember. It is Sophie, unfortunately. Yeah, really unfortunately. Yeah, my choice definitely mattered a lot there, Sefiko, absolutely. And hello, Sefiko, how you doing? Welcome back. We are playing Persona 5 Strikers. I'm appreciating the... What was this track called again in the original? I forget, but it was really good. It was the one that played when you got everybody to the end of their Confidant ranks, when they all metamorphose their new personas, which we conspicuously don't have anymore. Probably lack of practice. So... Can't wait till the post game, the stuff in this timeline comes after this game, where the Phantom Thieves disband to live their adult lives. Yeah, we still haven't really heard a whole lot about the adult lives of the other Persona users, have we? Like, the closest we've come to that is like the arena games, where they tell you that Akihiko is literally exactly how he was in high school, and Yukari is a Feather Ranger now. But that's it, and that's like, not too many people have played those games, so they wouldn't even know. So... And Rockin' Fun's here as well. Hello, how you doing, Rockin' Fun? My code name should be Jimmo. Fucking campaign with a stupid name. Yeah, exactly. No, it goes from mono to dual. Yeah, something like that. Then no one would ever suspect. These code names ever do anything ever? Not really. Not too many people are trying to identity steal the Phantom Thieves' identities, you know? So, yeah, most people don't know us. You never experienced the original game, just a taste test for a bit. Okay, that's fair, Sefiko. We'll see how it all goes for you. I enjoyed the original, to be fair. It's not my favorite Persona game, but I enjoyed it, so we'll see how it goes. It's a very on-the-nose sort of game, though, so if you're more of a fan of nuance, then you're in the wrong place. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, first mission would be going back into that jail, so let's go back into the jail.
Good.
So I can finally play the game again.
Considering we became Phantom Thieves to help anyone suffering.
Yes.
I was one of those people once.
Yeah, most of us were,
We may
to be
not
fair.
know the victims personally, but it would reflect on us poorly as Phantom Thieves to not lend a helping hand.
Even though we publicly disbanded not even last year, this year, but whatever.
Turn our backs on them.
Actually, I don't know if it was a public disbanding. I think it was just I confessed, and then they just sort of figured, okay, well, the leader's in jail, so nothing bad can happen again. So.
Even includes Alice. I have registered myself as a Phantom Thief.
Oh, good. Just don't make that public information on Emma, please.
All right, the Phantom Thieves are back in action.
Oh, good. Are my confidants going to level up? No, but I got a sticker card. Pass Appeal, Hari-sen Helper. Can I see what those are, please? Oh, okay, they're bonds. All right, hang on. Let's see. You're mad at Arena? Why is Akihiko hot? I don't know. Everybody was going bonkers over him back in Persona 3 anyway. It's just... I guess it just sort of logically followed that he would keep aging gracefully? I don't know. There are some references. Yeah, they talk about Rise in P5 on the news. Yeah, and she has like a poster in Shibuya or something like that talking about what she does, so, you know. Kind of Ocean's 11, but with teens and a cat and an AI. Yeah, something like that, yeah. Like in Vanilla, we had some people who knew the members directly, like Shido, but did it matter with Futaba? Yeah, I guess it didn't. That's true. Better comparison game-wise is Sly Cooper. Yeah, kind of in a way, yeah. It's like Sly Cooper if Sly Cooper had either turn-based battles or... like this is a Musou game, so it's like a Dynasty Warriors-esque combat system, so something like that with Sly Cooper's Sly Cooper skin. So we did not disband, we just stopped showing up. Yeah, and everybody was like, oh hey, maybe they were never there to begin with, on the website anyway. Wonder how Mishima's doing now that his website is defunct. Like, is he still working on his book, or... I don't know. I'm pretty sure we don't find out, but anyway. We get a bond. As the Phantom Thieves deepen their bonds, they will acquire various bond skills. Bond skills can be purchased with bond points by navigating to James Bond on the command menu. They are acquired by raising your bond level. Okay. And then it increases through socializing events in the real world or by fighting battles in the metaverse. Are these optional at all, though? Because, like, if they're mandatory, then I guess it's just kind of like a... Like, it doesn't seem like a leveling system if the socialization is mandatory, you know? They're just, like, keeping these from us until we reach a certain rank. Like a certain other social link system.
It's a fact that provision is prevention. We'll all need weapons and other supplies.
Probably true. I mean, the ones that we had were working okay, but...
We'll leave the shopping to you, like always.
Alright, fair enough. I'll go see if EY's open again.
Just hit us up.
Sounds like a plan.
Hey.
Oh wow, we're gonna do it today. Okay, well, that's fine. We probably should go to Takemi's clinic. Yeah, we need to see what she's up to now. Still waiting for Sly 5. Sly 5, Mother 3, Etrian Odyssey 6. All mandatory, but battling also gives... Oh, battling also gives bond points. Okay, there you go. Yeah, Half-Life 3. There's a whole lot of games that people are waiting with bated breath for. They're mandatory and non-mandatory. Oh, good. So they're confusing. Got it. Anyway. So there's like some optional ones and some not, maybe. I'll know later when we play the game, so let's just play the game, shall we? Alright, so we gotta go to Takemi's clinic. Let me look at the map real quick, see if... Okay, so my friends are around. Maybe I'll just go talk to them, like hit them up and see what they're up to before I go to the clinic.
What's up?
Boss, I'm going out all of a sudden. More trouble. As usual. Can I get a massage?
Whoa.
Yeah, this is a different kind of... It's more of a designer phone. The phone that I have is usually the more up-to-date kind. You get stuff from side quests and combat, but the main story still gives some. Okay, gotcha. That's interesting. So yeah, this was the one that Lifeblood was saying to go to, is this one here that I went to in the first episode. Because there's SP restoration stuff here. I'll buy some supplies in a few minutes if I can ever get out of this alley. There we go. Let's go see our allies first before we go to Takemi's clinic and see what they're up to. Alright, and Ryuji, what's up?
Anyway.
Well, we're not fighting Alice, we're fighting her shadow, but I get what you're saying. Yeah. Boy, that would be nice. Some kind of crazy reunion. Hey. We can never stay out of trouble, can we? Oh, Can of Manta, thanks. Sounds like a plan, Ryuji. We'll just get on the ball and, you know, get into shape together. Or wandering around.
Hey.
Yes, I know where Takemi's clinic is. I'm trying to go see my allies, which you are not letting me do. Okay, fine. I'll go to the clinic, then I'll go see the rest of my allies. Oh, that's why they wanted me to go there, because she's... That looks like almost like a condemned sign, but I don't read Japanese, so I couldn't say that, or whether or not it is. Notice, closed for the summer. Good for her, actually, because that means that she's going out and actually taking a vacation. I'll be attending an academic conference. Never mind, it's not a vacation. We'll be out for the summer. Yeah, well, I guess that makes sense.
If that's so...
Yeah, that place was closed temporarily as well, so... Anyway, we gotta go there so that they can tell us that place is also closed, so they can... I'm gonna assume they're gonna come up with some news shop for us to go to, since all these places are gonna be closed. Yeah, Fanta, but manly, exactly. Manta. Manta Ray. Oh god, I just got it. Let's see. They call it the bond gauge to sound cool, but really it's just a fucking XP bar. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. XP bar, skill points, that sort of thing, yeah. The main story gives the most. Okay, gotcha. Well, I guess that makes sense. You think Takemi would hug protagonist Kun? Probably not in my case, because I didn't date her, so, you know. But if you dated her, yeah, probably. Honestly, you literally did some crazy shit in P5, like when you were being interrogated by Sai. Those were seriously genuine questions, because a teen shouldn't have been able to pull that kind of shit off, yeah. Which makes me wonder why we're so, again, no thoughts head empty in some cases so far in this game, but whatever. Like, it's not the same as, oh, well, your abilities have been leveled down because it's a new game. Like, most of the time that I can accept, because it's like, okay, whatever. Like, they're just gimping me gameplay-wise so I can become even stronger than I was before. But story-wise, when you do that, it kind of feels forced in most cases. Like, you either commit their memory to amnesia, or they just act like they never experienced the first game at all. Like, this should be old hat for all of us, you know? Whatever. Well, they don't see it in a healthy way, Yusuke, which is why we have to fix this, yes.
Yes.
True, and again, you need the help, considering now you're a third year as well, and if you want to get into all the art academies, you're going to need some inspiration, so.
No.
Yeah, like having no money, and no food, and no air conditioning. I don't think you should strip naked, Yusuke. Well, to be fair, salt is a pretty important thing for the human body to have, so. Yeah, it doesn't have air conditioning, but it's probably a hell of a lot nicer up there than it is out here.
In that case.
Oh, okay. Rock salt. Thanks, Yusuke. Oh, he has something else to say. Sure. Alright. Never change, Yusuke. Never change. Remember when they had little Sai flashbacks, never unlocked the social links? Yeah, it was actually interesting, yeah. Because it was always sort of like a, how are we outsmarting her type of a deal, you know? Oh, the Velvet Room's back. That's just great. I mean, I knew it was going to be, because Lavenza already contacted me, but you know what? Like the effort a lot, but some were, don't really work, I guess. Extremely concerned for Yusuke's future. I mean, if you're not, do you have a heart? Like, the poor guy's gonna, you know, have a heat stroke out here, and his artwork is failing him because he doesn't have inspiration. He doesn't have money to get phone service most of the time. Poor guy. Yeah, this is where New Game Plus comes in, yeah. How is this man alive? No idea. He probably gets treated to a lot of food on Sojiro's tab. At least I would think so, anyway. Thank you! Someone else agrees with me. Her fashion sense is too loud. Like, loud is fine, but you way overdid it. Like, you're doing it just to get attention at this point. Oh, and it already knew exactly what you should have for dinner, along with the fact that you'd be interested in the caloric content of the whole thing? Good lord, this app is evil! Man, I sound like a boomer again. Anyway. Yeah, that's precisely the problem, isn't it, Makoto? Yo! What's up, little sis? Yes, something like that. Yeah, I could imagine. It's a good thing you can float above all of them. Maybe. I don't see why it wouldn't be worth a shot, so. It's alright, sounds like a plan. So it seems like the whole infiltration thing is going to happen a lot quicker in this game, because, like, we're not taking days to prepare now, you know? Probably because there's less social link stuff to deal with in this one. Yeah, it's kind of a lot to take in, isn't it, Haru? Alright, anyway. Go buy supplies, but let's hit up the shop first. Basically, I'll wait to buy supplies until, like, it tells me, hey, you can go into the thing now, the jail now. Speaking of go to jail, the door to the Velvet Room. Morgana, can you case EY's shop while I go stand in the corner for a minute? Because that's what it's going to look like to you. He's going to be like, why are you blanking out in this corner for 10 minutes? Hey, Lavenza.
The gears of fate turn yet again, bringing you close to calamity once more.
They sure do.
All your hope may be the smallest of seeds now, and its true power unknown.
I mean, we do know its power, don't we? We all saw Satin Isle on Christmas Eve in the last game.
By nurturing the possibilities within you, this seed shall sprout and become your strength against calamity.
Unless they're gonna give me like a separate evolved form for Arsene or something in this one. I think there is one of those in Royal though, if I remember right, but it might have been DLC.
Now, I shall act in my master's stead and watch over you through your journey.
Man, he doesn't let you take a summer vacation break, Lavenza. What an asshole. Alright, let's get down to business then.
Yes, I share the sentiment. As you already know, your power of the wild card allows you to wield multiple personas. By offering up your personas for execution, you are able to fuse them into new, more powerful ones.
There aren't actually too many personas in this game, though. I was kind of surprised. I looked up a list of all the ones that are available, and there's like, I think, including the ones that your party members have available to them, I think there's only like 60 in the game total, which is, I don't know, I was kind of surprised. It's like less than half of what was in the original, so. Probably because this is more of an action-focused game, and so they didn't want to have you sitting in the fusion room for hours, you know? So.
Due to my master's absence, I will perform the executions with my own personal fusion equipment.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, this means you will be unable to harness the power of personas you once harbored within you.
Well, that's a shame, because they would have made this a lot easier, especially since they were all kitted out with all their nulls and everything. I also looked, this was the main reason why I looked it up, by the way. I was looking it up to see if I could get back my old team that I had at the end of Persona 5. It turns out no, because none of them are in this game. So I guess we're starting from square one.
However, this journey is sure to draw out your true potential should you make the most of your meetings.
I will do the best I can, Lavenza. But do you mean we're doing more confidant stuff? Like, what do you mean meetings?
Soon it will all be clear.
I hate when you do that, but you're probably right.
Trickster, you have once again become a prisoner of fate. Unleash the chains that bind you, and take back the people's hearts, their desires.
Can do.
Doing so will surely lead you to the hope that will drive off the impending ruin.
As it always does. Yeah, leave it to me. I got this.
As long as your will is undeterred, I too will hold nothing back in supporting you.
Good, because my will not be deterred,
Let
so.
us turn at once to Persona Fusion.
Okay, I don't have too many at this point, though, so there probably won't be a whole lot of fusing going on. Let's see. Oh yeah, Lavenza gets to actually speak in this game. That's right, yeah. She only got like a minor speaking role at the end of the last one because she was still split into two people, so. Some partners have immunity and secondary element resistance, but some not, like who doesn't max out team member Arcanas. Okay, gotcha. I'll keep that in mind. Whenever we get to more gameplay stuff and Persona stuff, you'll need to rant about fusion in this bloody game. Oh boy, okay. That is low AF for a modern Persona game, yep. Igor sitting out on the bench with the nurse. Yeah, absolutely. He's like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna kick my feet up. I had a hard enough time getting imprisoned for 90% of the last game, so I'm gonna kick my feet up this summer. Little did he know there was still more work to do. Yeah, there's less personas in this game, yeah. And again, I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's more action-focused, so you don't have to spend as much time in the fusion room trying to figure things out. From what I understand, it's just more of a simplistic fusion system, that's all. So, like, they simplified it so it's not so, like... You don't have to put up a big chart on your wall to figure out what you're going to fuse things into now, you know? So.
Fuse 2 personas to gain a new one.
Yes, I can, in fact, do that. Persona enhancement, register or summon. Should I register first, or are you going to get mad at me if I don't?
Are you unable to decide?
Okay, you're gonna get mad at me if I don't do exactly what you say. Alright, fair enough. You are potentially gonna sit in the fusion room for a long time. Yeah, well, I'll do it off screen like I did last time, so that way we don't have to sit here and watch me do bullshit if I have to. I'll just do it in between streams. But yeah, so we can fuse a number of the personas we currently have to create a new one. The ones used in the fusion will be lost, which is why I wanted to register them first, but whatever. To fuse them, we have to be greater than or equal to the new persona's starting level, just like always, and for tips on fusing strong ones, please check the tutorial menu. Okay. Well, anyway, we can fuse away Jack-o'-lantern and Pixie to make Bicorn, according to this. So
it seems that it can gain new power.
Oh, good. And it's probably exactly like it was, where you basically just can give it a skill from their list of skills. So
choose which skill to inherit.
Yep. During fusion, you can pass on a number of skills to the new one. Be aware that depending on the persona, some skills cannot be inherited, but it looks like Bicorn can get all but Zio out of this matter, so that's fine. I might pass on Dia, actually, because Dia would probably be out of all of them. Like, Rakunda is nice, don't get me wrong, but, like, I have Sophia to do that, and I don't know, just being able to heal myself on the fly seems like a decent idea. So.
Is this the persona you'd like?
Sure, I'll take it.
Be born anew.
Oh, you have... Those are Iron Maidens, right? Is that what those things are called? I forget. I think that's what it is. They were in Demon Souls as well, in the Tower of Latria. This is gonna hurt. Ow. Hi, Bicorn. I see that. Well, our motives are pure, so you probably won't last very long around here. Alright, well, we got him, and he got an extra point of strength, so now he can do more damage, which is good. Awesome. If we want to resummon him, we can fuse him again for money, I guess. And, oh, okay, well, yeah, so that's what the enhancement menu's for. Alright. Two become one, two become one. Where do I remember hearing that? It's funny, but still, now you're curious. Probably Kingdom Hearts. That was the name of one of the Keyblades in KH2, so... And I think it was in 358 as well, because it was one of Roxas's weapons. So, your guess is that since Personas have moveset variations with, like, square, triangle, and all that stuff, we need better notations, for fuck's sake. It's probably a fucking headache to do that with a lot of Personas, yeah. Using healing on Joker is going to be bad advice from you. Okay, well, too late now. Yeah, those are Iron Maidens. You remember the Blood Mistress? Keep one self-healing, but focus on a variety of elements. Yeah, that seems like a good idea, because the elements seem pretty good. Like, they do pretty wide amounts of, like, wide ranges of damage. Not, like, in terms of the numbers, but in terms of, like, the AoE of it. It seems pretty wide, so I'll keep that in mind. Bicorn appearing implies you're hiding some impure thoughts. Well, you missed my whole hour-long joke last time, Cephiko, about Futaba looking at Sophia's source code, so that was probably the impure thought. But Lifeblood doesn't want me to go back to that, because he already had umbrage with it, so... You remember spending a long time in the Velvet Room in this game? Oh, good. This again. This was verbally communicated. You feel like someone said it in a trance-like state? Okay, maybe it was in a movie or something then. I don't know. Anyway, we can fuse away things, or we can enhance them, too. By spending Persona points, you can level up your Persona. Be aware that Personas can only be leveled up as far as Joker's current level through this method. As you progress through the story, you'll be able to strengthen your Personas in ways other than leveling them up. Points are obtained through either picking up the mask of a persona you're already carrying, or through fusing or releasing personas. Okay, so I probably got those power points, persona points. I'm probably going to confuse the two by fusing Bicorn. So, I mean, I should probably just enhance Arsene, right? Because he's at level 1, where Bicorn's at level 4. So... how much to level him up? It says 65. So do I take, like, the Persona points and then use them like experience points? I guess I can find out. Yeah. Okay, so if we level him up once, it'll take 65. Twice, it'll take 415, and then 885 for the third level. Okay. So, basically, these act like soft experience that you can just steroid enhance your Personas with. Okay. Fair enough. Sure. Let's use this. Yes, we'll use this for now. It raised his stats pretty good, though, so that's nice. It's probably done on purpose, though, right? Because, like, Arsene is your first persona, and he's in all the cutscenes and stuff, so, like, they probably are going to make him stronger than the others. So, okay. Right, well, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
And Arsene learned a new skill from this, Terenda. Okay, well, that'll be... probably helpful. He's got a lot of skills to get, though, because look at all those question marks down there. Bicorn had, like, 1, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Yeah, Persona points, really? Oh, boy. Currencies. Entirely due to Persona enhancement and you being a dumbass. Yeah, PP. On that note, there is no physical immunity, only resistance, because if there would be immunity, that would mean no standard attacks. Yeah, I guess that's fair enough. It means Shikioji's not in this game, which is a little disappointing, but whatever. So Persona points are probably a cool mechanic. Would be a shame if you dumped it all on Arsene. Oh boy. And this is the part where it's going to take long, because exchanging money into Persona points by buying and releasing them. Yeah, so that part I'll probably do off screen. So, yes, and this was the part I was going to talk about, is that there's a registry so that you can register and resummon old Personas by paying a fee. If a Persona is already registered, you can register it again to overwrite that entry with the version you're carrying. Be careful with that, because sometimes you'll overwrite something that's really good. But in this game, probably not too much. Honestly, I might leave Arsene where he is in here. Like, I sometimes would bring their levels up by registering new ones, but I kind of would rather leave him at level 1 for now in the registry. Because if I'm going to use him for fusion material, I don't want him to be more expensive, I guess, you know. So I don't think I'm going to register him for now. So, yep, I think it's time to head back. I got to check the airsoft shop so that I can get some guns, and by that I mean guns that fire artificial mental bullets.
Whenever you feel the need for more, come visit me at any time.
All right.
I will always be by your side. Until next time, farewell.
Bye, Lavenza. There's also ways to make it even more complicated with stat enhancements. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I would imagine Arsene's stat enhancements are not fixed, so, like, you could re-roll them to make them even better. I'm just going to take whatever I get. Like, I don't really give a fuck. So. No, Morgana, I'm fine. I went to see Lavenza in the Velvet Room. I'm pretty sure you should know who she is. Anyway. Yeah, let's get in the air conditioning, except EY's shop is closed still, so, yeah.
Really?
I hope he didn't get in trouble with the Yakuza. His confidant last time got him in a little bit of trouble, but it seemed like he was still alright. Maybe he's just taking a summer vacation with his son. That would be nice. Okay, sounds like a plan. Let's go get the group together. Head to Leblon. I think... Would this be a good time to go shopping for some supplies? Maybe now I should get a few. Let's get some Big Bang burgers. Those would probably be pretty good. Actually, I'm buying for a few, ma'am, so, Oh, I can buy 4. Okay, I'll buy 4 then. Thank you. You sold out of Big Bang burgers for the day. Boy, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, let's buy a few of those, and we'll go buy a few SP items, I think, from the vendor over by the washing machines, and then after that we'll gather everybody up. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, they're not going to let me ride the subway again? I guess this is snappier, so to just not go through the whole subway riding thing. Alright, what do you got here? Still don't want the Water of Rebirth, so what's the max here? 2? I might have to buy Water of Rebirth because this vending machine is going to be out of stock in a second. Alright, well, there we go. We now have placenta water, and I feel dirty, so that's just great. Some Persona fusions require specific material on a specific level, so have fun. Yeah, I will not be using any of those because that's way too specific. So he saw shh. And Arsene's level him up because he gets strong with dark skills. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, yeah. So, I'll try to keep leveling him. Wait, Alice had a CD. I thought she was a model, not an idol. Fucking cicadas, yeah. The cicadas are out and about, but... Yeah, she's an idol. At least that's from what I got out of it. She's a designer / idol. That's what the interview that she had on the TV station said to me, anyway.
Shops closed. Takemi clinics shut down for summer vacation.
Everybody figured that we wouldn't have a problem at this point.
How are we gonna get our weapons and medicine now? Talk about shitty timing.
Yeah, I don't have any confidants to rely on for this anymore, so...
This is not good. We can't just return to the metaverse defenseless.
I mean, my knife was doing pretty okay. Maybe we'll just have to rely on our Persona stats more than our weapon stats now.
We gotta find some other stores.
And that seems like it'll take quite some time.
Probably more time than we have, right? Oh, hey, Sophia, what's up?
Have a problem?
Yeah, I suppose we do.
If you would like, I'm happy to lend a hand.
So, what you're basically telling me is we're gonna buy all of our stuff online now because Sophia's gonna do it, right?
Oh, yeah. Check this out, Sophia.
We need supplies to take with us into the jail.
Unfortunately, our usual suppliers are closed. This will assuredly impact our successes in the metaverse.
Yeah, so like, you know the yo-yos that you use? We use prop weapons because they are, you know, spooky enough to look like real weapons to the shadows. So we need prop weapons and also medicine to keep us actually alive.
Do you know if there are any suitable stores nearby?
Why not just order supplies online?
Excuse me. Is the game echoing? It might be the volume in the background. Like, there's probably a slight echo because I have the volume turned up enough so that I can actually hear the game over my air conditioner. So there might be a slight echo in the background. I tried to like balance it so that the echo was minimized, but I could still hear the game. I could turn it down more, but then I wouldn't be able to react to any of the music or the voice acting because I wouldn't be able to hear a thing, so yeah. Yeah, no hit run, let's go! Buy everything you need with every new day shops reset, so buy SP recovery items always. I guess if I can't get the SP patches from Takemi, I'm gonna need to buy supplies every day. That sucks. Oh well. Yeah, just don't get hit, dude. What's your problem? Yeah, I'll just dodge roll around it. It's fine. Amazon in persona. It was only a matter of time. Yeah, there you go. SP is gonna be drier than a desert, so you want healing items. All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Do that. The delay between ordering and actually getting the stuff is way too long.
The tricky part with that, though, is that it's just going to make me not use SP skills. Like, I'm just going to bang my head against a brick wall with physical attacks instead of using SP skills, so... okay.
Also, we were able to get much more effective medicines from our clinic than we could find online.
Yeah, Takemi's stuff was a little experimental.
No prob. The net has it all.
Well, that's true.
Ryuji, is there something you want?
Huh? What do I want?
I don't know if Ryuji's the right person to ask that question.
Right. Request anything you want.
Please don't give him that option either.
Okay. A gold bar.
Ryuji, no.
Really?
That you're not supposed to turn your liquid assets into gold. That's a fallacy. It doesn't actually increase the value.
That'd be ridiculous.
Come on, it was just a joke. Nothing else popped into my head when she asked, so...
This is why we shouldn't be asking you.
Okay, I've got it. Please wait.
Sophia, that was a joke. No, don't go get a gold bar. Again, it's not good.
Hello? Expedited delivery.
You're kidding, right?
Did you really order a gold bar?
Sophia, how and why? This is a joke. This is gonna be like an iron bar painted gold by some random dude that was listening on the street, right? There's no fucking way.
Well, someone should open it.
I'll do it. I've got the knife.
See, this is your doing. Open it.
Never mind.
Me?
Yeah, I'd like to know if this is legal, actually.
Of course. Wait, it is, right?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know how Japanese stock exchange works, man. That's a little above my purview.
Probably just can't be fake or some toy.
Boy, I hope so. It's not fake, is it?
Is that real?
Fucking great. Probably indebted yourself to the mob. Good job.
Yes, my eyes can't be fooled. There's no doubt. That's real gold.
Well, hey, Yusuke, if your whole artist career doesn't pan out, you could sure as hell be a good chemist. Most of them would have to, like, do a test or something to see it, that it's real gold, rather than see it by eyesight.
No way. No way is that real.
I mean, everyone seems to think so.
Wow! Now I can open my cafe early.
No, Haru, no. That's... You don't want to end up like The Sopranos, Haru. You don't want to open up a shop on the money of the mob. They always get their money back. Somehow. Some way. Let's see. Yeah, why ask Ryuji? How in the actual fuck? Good luck hitting a weakness like that. I don't know, though. The square, square, square triangle move did, like, an elemental attack in an area. If that does elemental damage, then I don't have to hit a weakness. I can just do physical attacks and still hit elemental weaknesses, so I might just do that. I have to test, though, to see if that's actually how it works, so we'll see. Yeah, this'll end well. Great. I'm jealous. Also, for the SP topic, it's basically like any other Persona games. It's very rough in the early game and gets less and less of an issue as the game goes on. Okay, well, that makes sense. It was like that in the original, too, so... Yeah, we're rich. Wait, we gotta pay for it. We're poor! I'm indebted. This is as bad... It's gonna be as bad as Ludger and Tales of Xillia 2. Boy, that's a ride and a half. We'll get to that eventually. Yeah, you don't need a chemist to check it, just wait. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. But he didn't even touch it, so, like...
Right away! Oh, wait! They even believe it showed up like this? Is this a crime?
Good, now we're all delinquents. I don't feel so bad about my felony anymore.
It's okay, everybody.
Are you sure?
Alright. Did that solve your problem?
Sophia, I need to ask you where you got this so that I know if it's legal for us to actually use this for supplies. It was in fact fast, yes, for a gold bar.
I found an online vendor with expedited delivery.
Okay, but that's not expedited. That's like, they can read your mind.
A whole gold bar? Where'd you find that? The dark web?
Probably.
Correct, Futaba.
Oh, great.
I broke no laws.
Are you sure? You know what? She probably is sure. She probably read it on the internet before she ordered
The
it.
transaction was made with cryptocurrency.
Oh, don't start that! First of all, cryptocurrency isn't based on real currency, so it doesn't have proper value. Second of all, you're harming the environment, Sophia. Stop! Houseplant is gonna divorce me.
We have to reimburse you.
Oh no, here we go.
So, how much did this cost again?
How much ether did you buy?
At least a few million.
Fuck.
Send it back?
Yes, please, send it back.
Sorry? I didn't get that.
Please send it back. What's the return policy?
Hello? Expedited pickup.
Oh, good. They still let me return it. Thanks for taking it back. Okay, so Sophia can get us anything that we want. I get it.
That definitely gave us some gray hairs.
Yeah, talk about stress.
Thanks a lot for ordering that, Ryuji.
Here we go again, throwing Ryuji under the bus for things that he didn't mean to do.
Oh, come on! Who would have thought a gold bar would actually show up here?
Not me.
I've heard of one's mouth writing checks that cannot be cashed, but this is an entirely new level.
Yeah, this is way above that.
The service itself seemed pretty awesome, though.
I guess if it's that expedited, yeah.
At speed, it'll be perfect for anything we need. Let's ask Sophia to find some useful stuff for us.
Okay, but can we not pay for it in crypto? I would feel really, really bad about paying for it. Can I just use yen, Sophia? Is that okay? Keep the goods coming, but with regular currency, please.
Okay. I'll make sure to use expedited delivery.
That's gonna cost me extra, isn't it?
Sophia's shop is officially open.
I guess at least it solves our problem. So Sophia now has a shop where we can buy and sell weapons, protectors, accessories, and items. And the inventory increases via story progression after certain events. Okay, cool. Well, at least it's convenient. It's all in one. There are also shops which sell goods that aren't found online. Keep an eye out for good deals as you explore the city, like more Big Bang Burgers. Excuse me. Oh, and we even got access to Smart Shopper. Okay.
I guess it turned out okay.
So do I have to go to the bond menu and buy those? Like, it's just showing me that they're available, right? Like, they're not unlocked automatically by getting that, right? I have to go buy them, I think. Let's see. Yeah, no, his debt was stupid. It was. It was, not only was it stupid in terms of the amount, it was stupid the reason. So that's why I was worried. Direct magic is also stronger and deletes those shields faster. Nah, it's okay. I don't need to do it faster. All I need to do is dodge. Yeah, fuck crypto. I was dry desert the entire game. Oh, for SP, there you go. Holy shit, this is actually gonna give us a heart attack. How is that his fault? That's what I'm saying. I love this entire scene. Certain events mean something's missable, right? Well, probably, but I don't know if I'll find out. Yeah, you have like 200 yen, dude. I know. Where'd the $1.5 million that I had go? I must have invested it in something else.
Yeah, our supply situation's definitely fine now.
I guess. We still have to buy them, but...
In the jail, though. Let's prepare as well as we can.
Alright. Bond level 2, 3 points get, so I can go buy something now. Okay, so we're at the hideout. We can infiltrate the jail, use Sophia's shop, or access the Velvet Room. Other features become available as you progress through the story. Alright then, sounds like a plan. Can I go to the menu from here? Yes, I can. Okay, so we can go check the bond menu. We can access the bond menu to spend bond points. Okay. Certain skills are locked by a level cap. The conditions for unlocking these caps will be revealed as you progress through the story. Alright. Why does it say 8 points? Do I have 8 points total then? Have 8 points. Yes, I do. Okay. So we can buy anything that's not a question mark. Okay, that's cool. We could buy an HP boost for 3. It's plus 5 HP. That seems like not much. 3 SP. I guess that might be useful because any amount of SP I can get is probably good, considering how dry of SP I'm going to be according to chat. Strength for all party members affects physical attack damage, magic, endurance, agility, luck. I don't know, all these stats other than SP seem like they wouldn't really be worth the investment, but I might be wrong. Pass appeal. After performing a baton pass, apparently that's still in this game, the showtime gauge will fill faster, okay. Increases chance to trigger Hari-sen recovery. Oracle recovery is locked, unfortunately. Restores HP and SP to all party members at the end of a battle. That sounds really nice. I would like to unlock that as soon as possible. Like, I'd be willing to bank the 8 points I have just to get that, to be honest. So, increases chance for masks to manifest. Maybe it's okay. Because this is basically Cool Breeze, except you can unlock it almost at the beginning of the game. So, like, the Cool Breeze skill was busted as fucking Persona 4, and I would love to have it back. So, yeah. Score better deals at Sophia's shop. Limited time sales. Interesting. So that's probably the missable stuff, right? Increase the effects of healing items, recovery plus. Bond level will increase. So you let me pay bond points to increase the amount of bond points I get. Isn't that just like wishing for 3 more wishes with a genie? Increases chance to obtain items and increases money obtained at the end of battle. So probably this and this are worth getting immediately. And then just bank as much as I can for Oracle recovery, I think. So, at least that's what it looks like, anyway, from my first impression. Yeah, you guys almost turned into slaves or felons. Thanks for the levity, Sophie. Yeah, I guess nothing like getting our hubris checked, huh? Want to say you don't tank shit unless you resist, so make it fast so you can do the fast all-out attack to kill fast. Yeah, well, we'll see how right you are later. I'm willing to experiment around a little and get my shit pushed in a few times just to figure it out, so... Hey, Pizza Knights, how you doing? Welcome back, or welcome. Have you been here before? I forget. If not, welcome to the stream. What I think of the game as of right now, you played it and never liked it, or maybe it's because you're comparing it with P5. I mean, I've enjoyed the gameplay of it so far, but the game's only given me like 10% of what I've played so far has been actual gameplay, so I don't think I have a good frame of reference for whether I like it or not yet. Like, I need more gameplay to know, you know, and we're just starting the point where we can go into the jail for the first time outside of a tutorial, so I'll let you know in, like, a couple of episodes. How about that? Don't you remember Norm, the genie from the Fairly Odd Parents? Yes, I remember that guy. He told us you can wish for more wishes. Yeah, it sure didn't work out for that guy. So... Metaverse Medic is really good, one of the best skills, because on max level it essentially doubles the effect of recovery items. Yeah, the one that increased the... Where was that one? This one right here, yeah. It seems like it'd be pretty good. I'm going to work on getting more bond, though, because having access to more bond means I'll be able to buy more bond point stuff, so let's just increase that. Oh, it can go up even further if I pay more points. Okay, I have 6 points. Money might not be a bad one to invest in. I'm not really concerned about item drop rates. Like, it's probably okay at base for now. I can buy more later. But again, I'm kind of loath to, like, use all of my bond points because I know I've got this skill waiting in the wings when it becomes unlocked, so... maybe I'll just buy more bond. Oh, this increases the level. Okay, it increases how quickly you get your bond level up. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Norm, the genie in Fairly Odd Parents specifically said there are no rules, yeah. So that, again, really didn't work out for him. He read level 1 and instantly flashed back to Etrian Odyssey. No, I mean, that makes sense. I'm gonna bank the other 6 points, actually. I'm really jonesing for Oracle recovery. I need it, like, ASA now, so I'm gonna go get that as soon as I can. Alright, let's do some discussing, even though we've already discussed a lot. And then after that, we'll... You know, let's use the shop first, then we'll discuss. Sophia, what do you got? Stylish. Weapons. That's a good question. Sophia, you can stop with the speech bubbles. I get it. I don't know if I really need a weapon at the moment. I mean, I guess I'm gonna browse what they've got. The accessories, I think, are more of the thing I'm concerned about. Because those actually have, like, other than giving me extra damage resistance or damage, these will actually have passive effects like reducing the damage that we take from certain elements. So these will all be very good to get eventually because my enemies are, or not my enemies, my allies are weak to specific types of damage, and reducing that is probably pretty good. So, like, I'll want to get a Bless Ring for if Arsene's going to be in the wings at some point. And then, you know, like, get Makoto a Psychic Ring, that sort of thing. So, we'll keep that in mind for later. Protectors.
Which one?
They have anything interesting about them? I mean, I guess they give us passive effects. Ooh, Null Sleep, that's not bad. Null Freeze. Okay, so maybe armor can take care of nulls for us in certain cases, you know. And then items. This item is from Amazon. Great. They had to do that to take care of the copywriting, didn't they? We have adhesive bandages. We could get Quick Fix Alpha or Zed. Hot and Sour Tea cures sleep. I should probably buy some Super Jolts, but it looks like I have 3 of them already, so that's not bad. Because if Alice is going to be brainwashing people, then I'm going to want to have a few of these, so... This menu is very stylish. I like it. It's kind of sterile, but it's very stylish. I guess that's not really anything new. It's Persona 5. It's very stylish to begin with, so... when an item goes out of stock, it may need to be resupplied. Items with these will restock after enough time passes. Try checking back after fighting battles or progressing the story. Also, items that will cease being sold and will not be restocked over time. Okay. This one's on hold now. Okay. Got it. I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel good about our supplies for right now. I did bump the difficulty up to hard, though, so I may instantly regret not buying more stuff, but... let's go see how bad it is at base. How about that? Oh, that looks useful. AF looks up the skill, basically does nothing even at max level. There are a lot of skills like that. Oh, great. Yeah, this menu is cute. I liked it. I think we overlooked that Sophia accessed the dark web almost instantly. Yeah, she's pretty good at the whole finding things for us, isn't she? Let's discuss before we go in. It's been a few months, so... Something like that, yeah. I don't know, I think it's dependent on how quickly she can hand out those cards, and I'm pretty sure she's only one person, so that's gonna take a while.
Leave it to me.
Yep, so let's head back into Wonderland in a minute. I think we have what we need, so... I wonder if it's like in the original, where like you have a certain number of days where you can do this. I feel like it might not be, though, because there's only a month until we go back, and if I can, like, pop in and out of this place and take days to infiltrate the palace, like... I feel like it would affect the story's progression, you know what I mean? Like... And there's no time limit that's showing up on the screen right now to tell me, hey, this is the number of days before something really bad happens. So unless that they just didn't think of that. Like, I kind of want to test a few things when I go in, but one of the things I want to test is what happens when I leave the jail. Like, does it advance to the next day if I leave the jail, or is there something else going on? So, we're going to be doing a little testing for the rest of the stream, I think. Let's infiltrate the jail.
Very well. Let us depart.
Off we go. She found a gold bar. Good at finding things is an understatement. Yeah, no problemo, since it was all legal. Just bad for the environment because she used crypto. That makes it worse. She found a legal method of acquiring real gold. That's nuts, yeah. And again, the thing about gold is that it's a fallacy that you should invest in it because it doesn't actually increase the value of it because... Okay, so here's my advice for you in terms of financial investment. If someone is advertising to you that you should invest in gold, it's already too late to invest in gold. Because that means that gold is at its premium price and they want you to buy it while it's at a premium so they can make the most amount of money before the market for gold crashes and then you lose all of the value of the investment. So if someone's telling you buy gold, don't listen to them. So, alright, operation time.
Yes?
Something like that.
Sensing something treasure-like over there. That way, towards 705.
but I'm gonna guess walking through the front door is not gonna be that easy.
That's where you were taken when they captured you, right?
Yeah, and then we got dumped in the garbage disposal.
Just thinking about it pisses me off. Piece of shit, so full of herself.
So, Alice is there now, huh?
Shadow Alice, yes.
You know, it does sort of look like a castle.
I mean, that's, I guess, the point, isn't it?
Castle ruled by a monarch. I admit, it's rather fitting.
Yeah, they hit it on the nose.
So, we're heading to the castle?
Off we go.
That sounds good.
I'm gonna guess we can't just all pile on the Necronomicon and fly over all the resistance. That would be too easy.
Watch your backs up.
And to be fair, a place like that, like, if she doesn't have something anti-aircraft, then I don't really know what she's doing with her life.
I'll watch your backs out there.
Sounds like a plan, Sophia.
Sophie's inaugural heist is a phantom thief.
Oh yeah, I have to call her Sophie now.
We
Great.
don't know the opposition we'll face. Be sure to switch out team members when necessary.
Actually, I'd like to know that. How does experience work for reserve members in this game? Please give me a tutorial on that. In Change Party, you can manage who will join Joker in the jail. Select up to 3 teammates who best fit your party's needs. You can change the party by opening the command menu and selecting stats. This can be done at any time as long as you're outside of combat. Okay.
Good point. We're at your beck and call, Joker.
So we'll see how reserve party members work in terms of the stuff there. Let's see. You only take 1 day to complete the jails. You going back is just full recovery. Okay, well there. Then I don't even need SP or HP healing its. I'll just find a checkpoint and come back and heal to full by leaving and coming back. I don't need fucking SP items. Like, fuck them. SP patches? Those are a thing of the past. I get a full heal when I leave. I mean, it's probably going to be harder than I'm making it sound like to get to a checkpoint, but yeah. Hey, welcome to the jails playing. Basically the backside of the TV of P5S. Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to like most of this game's soundtrack so I can, like off screen, so I can appreciate it more. Shadow Alice. So you mean the OG Alice Demon / Persona? Yeah, she is in this game. That's true. Yeah. Reserve party members get no XP. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of party maintenance then on the fly to make sure that they level up enough. So. You can change party members basically whenever, so feel free to rotate between them. Yeah, I'm going to have to if they're all going to be leveled up enough to, you know, actually do stuff. So let's see who's in the party right now. Probably, yeah, I was going to say Ryuji, Morgana, and Sophia. So, as usual, Futaba and I will end up being the highest level ever because we only have 1 navigator. Wonder how that works in Persona Q, because there's like, what, 2 or 3 different navigators in that one, depending on which Q you play. So... Party left on the D-pad, party right on the D-pad, party up on the D-pad. That means something. The gears are turning again. Hang on. You 3 came with me last time, so... Whoops, wrong button. Change like that. There we go. So... Let's see, who am I going to take with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One person's gonna be left out because we don't have like 2 solid parties basically. Like we have 2 and 1 random person left out of the mix here. So I guess I could take Anne with me. That seems like it'd be decent. You know what? Let's take the OG team that beat the final battle for me for now. How about that? We'll come back for Ryuji, Morgana, Haru, and Sophia a little later. Like, you know, when I'm actually doing other stuff in the jail. Because we can trade them out at any time, so I'll just do it until they level up and then go from there or something. Alright, let's explore the jail. Put me back in the gameplay, please. I need it. So I can figure things out. And also see how bad hard mode is.
Be careful. They've got serious numbers.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Let's see. Oh, Mono, you sweet summer child. You will now fear the boss fight. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I was about to bring that up. You can change your navigator. Don't think too hard, Mono. Your head's already smoking. Yeah, I guess that's fair. It's already coming out of my ears. I can see it. It's fogging up the room. PQ2 has used in the P3 cast, P4 cast, P5 cast, and the P3P female MC. Have fun balancing. See, at that point, that's just too many people. I'd just pick 5 people and 1 navigator and say, fuck it, I don't need these other people. They can be there for the story, and that's it. So, because this ain't Pokemon, there is no EXP share. Yeah, I know.
Don't you remember what to do at times like this? Watch for an opening, then jump it from behind. Be careful not to get spotted.
I'd like to go get the item to my right, actually, right now, but it's probably going to give me a tutorial for this, isn't it? Yep. Triangle behind an enemy ambushes them. Without being detected, then press triangle. And perform an ambush will get your preemptive strike, allowing you the advantage at the start of a battle. Okay. Blech. Alright, let's see what you've got. Oh, nice. Got him. Jump in and mosh pit him. There you go. Baton pass, character switch. Okay, so they're going to let you switch party members. That's actually interesting. Perform a baton pass with directional buttons. Passing the baton temporarily boosts the rate that the showtime gauge increases. So swap party members frequently to increase showtime gauge. Okay. That I can do. And you're up. Can you handle the heat? Panther's specialty is using a whip, as well as a variety of fire attacks. She can also use enchants to add fire affinity to her whip. See tutorial for more details. Is that the thing Ryuji was doing where he was charging up his Zeo last time? Do all of my party members just have a special ability that I just don't get because I have, like, you know, the ability to swap? Probably. Yeah, 5 fucking party members, don't worry about more. Yeah, there you go. Kinda does have XP share. Oh, okay, Amarella. I'll, if you're talking about Etrian Odyssey, I'll think about that one if we ever play one of them, so. You bought the EXP DLC in EO5 because you made a 21-member guild, oh my lord, and you can only bring 5 at a time. But yes, hello Amarella, how you doing? Welcome back. You won a game of Apex today, congrats, nice. If you're talking about Apex Legends, which I think you are, I've never played it, but I'm terrible at FPSs and MOBAs and anything like Overwatch, so congrats! You're probably doing a lot better than I am. Have fun learning every character, by the way. They all have some gimmicks. They have unique movesets and a unique mechanic, but it's very straightforward, don't worry. Okay, gotcha. Ryuji has the ability to charge his triangle moves. Okay. Maybe that'll make them stronger then. Cool. Alright, anyway. Don't stand directly in front of the bicorn, actually. Never mind. There we go. But yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about right there, where you just do 3 squares in a triangle and it just does an elemental attack. So, you can now use Analysis. There's a lot of tutorials happening, again, all at once. Enemy information will be displayed while summoning a persona with R1 by using Third Eye with L2, or an Oracle performs a scan. Analysis allows you to confirm a Shadow's weaknesses and resistances, as well as whether or not they have a chance of dropping a mask, among other useful data. Cool. Let's pass the baton again. Makoto, what you got? Go full throttle with Burst. Queen's Triangle grants her Burst, temporarily applying nuclear affinity to melee gun and special attacks when riding Johanna. Alright, sure. Let's burst up. Oh, good. Nuclear affinity added. Who's left? Nobody's left. Okay, Makoto, we'll have you do burst stuff in the next fight. So. Ambush. It restores HP to all party members after a successful ambush. That also sounds like a good ability to get.
My body is still ready for more.
Well, that's good, Yusuke, because I still haven't used you in battle, so. I wonder if ambushes are harder to pull off in this one, because they were pretty damn easy to do in vanilla.
If we're spotted, they'll get the upper hand against us. Keep sharp out there.
I will try. Let's see. Most characters have a Persona elemental skill with square, 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 triangle. Yeah, so it's probably going to be like a bread and butter, honestly, for like every character that I use, so. If this is making you talk about tutorials, you'll hate Egg Reunion. The first 7 maps of the tutorial, there's that much to learn. See, like, it's fine that there's a lot to learn. I just wish that they wouldn't break up the gameplay with a bunch of tutorial cards every time, you know? Like, it just feels like it interrupts my flow, you know? Like, let me experiment around a little before you interrupt my flow motion with another tutorial, because every single battle's been like that so far. You keep interrupting me, game. Let me experiment a little. I know this isn't the 90s and video games have evolved now, but you don't need to hold my hand the whole time. Oh, Strikers kinda has an XP share? Wasn't aware of the context of no shared XP when you had said it. Okay, gotcha. So maybe it's like a bond skill then. I'll keep an eye out for it then. And the game doesn't even teach you things like how items are hidden on the map. Yeah, there you go for Egg Reunion. It'll be a short first dungeon, is most interesting for a long time. The second, third, and fourth dungeons were kind of boring, but the 5th picked it up hard. Okay, gotcha. I'll keep that in mind. More tutorials. Performing an ambush will trigger Preemptive Strike, giving you an advantage. If you're spotted, be ambushed instead, putting you at a disadvantage.
Now we just push forward and see what we see. Navigator at the ready.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do this, Futaba. And now there's Third Eye, so you can use it to see things you wouldn't normally be able to see. It can use to determine enemy strength. Strong enemies have red aura, weak enemies have blue aura. Use this information to choose which battles to fight. So all the yellow on the map is the battles. Alright.
Why don't we see what that is?
Dirty phone case. I've got... Actually, I probably could have sold a few things while I was at the shop, because I had a few things from last time. Miyamai Park, 705 Central Street. More Miyamai Park. Shibuya Station West exit. And then a Phantom Thief logo to my south. And Maruku City. There's a lot of places to go here. Oh, that's the jail entrance to my south. Okay, gotcha. Yggdra Union had too many fucking items. Yeah, I remember you were talking about how many you got, and it was like 90% of them, but you were looking for 100, so... PSP version had a few new ones, boosting the item compendium to 265. Fuck. That's a lot to get, yeah. It's a lot to get. Alright, so you are a yellow enemy. I can go to Miyamai Park. So, can I, like, hide like I did previously? Or is it just, hey, sneak up on the enemy behind them when they're not looking at you and you can ambush them? That's what it looks like. It's kind of nice seeing my party members do that, though, where they actually, like, they actually do the ambushing, so... Yeah, okay, that just uses Fry. Alright, that's cool. Oh, I'm just riding around on your phone now. Nice. Yusuke, let's see what you've got. Swift swordplay, faster than the naked eye. Fox's triangle unleashes a flurry of slashes or protects himself with counters. Time your attacks well to deal heavy damage. Interesting. That sounds like fun. Oh, we're done. Okay. Yusuke, you're in the next battle. I'm gonna have more fun fighting with my party members than I am with myself, aren't I?
I see a treasure chest. Maybe there's something good inside.
Let's find out. Revival bead. Okay, that's not bad.
Now let's get some.
Okay, so this is the entrance.
It's a shadow.
Hang on. Before they get crazy here. If you want to try out character movesets, you can do it outside of combat. Okay, I'll keep that in mind as well, just in case. I think the first order of business here is to clear out all of the enemies on this screen, so I'm going to do that. Oh, good, the smoking booth. Let's see what his patrol pattern looks like. Ah, I can move up to the bus. I can't ambush this guy from here, though, so let's just pop right off for now. Check his pattern from here. He's coming this way, I think. Oh, yeah, I can see him through the bus. Okay. Now he's moving away. Ah, there's a helicopter over there, so that one's probably going to be harder to ambush because he's, you know, up in the air. Yusuke, why are you dying? Hold on. There. Okay, wait for him to turn his back. Oh, okay. I was gonna try to ambush him, but...
Now's our chance.
I'll take that. Alright. Do the all-out attack. This works pretty well. As it turns out, that does in fact work very well.
That was over before it started. I should have taken a nap.
You really should have. Again, I don't need you, you know, falling asleep at the wheel of the Necronomicon.
That shadow seems dangerous.
That one up there? Yeah, probably. I don't know if we're going to be able to ambush that guy because he's up in the air, but I guess I can try. Oh, hang on. I'm getting stuck. Let me go. Oh, I can't go that way. All right. Just going to stay out of his purview and then hop on over. There we go. Bah! Oh, hang on. Let me get the hell out of here. Bicorn's dangerous. Ow. Bicorn's dangerous, Makoto. Where's Saizo at anyway? Let's pop back to him, because why not? Oh, ow. Let's see, maybe I should swap over to Bicorn himself, because he can resist his own skills, maybe? What does lunge even do, anyway? Let me see. Some skills are activated by consuming HP. HP lost through skill use will gradually replenish over time if you do not take damage. Okay, got it. Whoa. Run away! I guess I could also, like, dodge roll around, you know, instead of just doing what I was doing there. Oh, he broke through the barrier. Alright. Nice. That gets rid of that guy.
Nice work, ladies and gents. Okay, let's keep it moving.
Cool. Let's see here. Alright, so we got a few more shadows to deal with. Let me see what I missed in chat. Yeah, I might check out character movesets outside of combat just to see what they're all about. Like, probably in the tutorial menu they let you try it out, so I'll check it out. Probably mentioned before that it takes a minimum of 2 runs to get all the items, and you probably need dummy saves because a lot of the items are conditional to get. Like, there's a bottle of goat milk that you get in Battlefield 4, but it rots and turns into goat cheese in Battlefield 31. The milk boosts tech, the cheese boosts attack, and you need both of them to have a complete save file, right? So, okay. Gotcha. Let's see. It's always fun playing with others rather than just yourself. You might want to rephrase that sentence. The dungeon is just the city, which is really cool because you get to explore the city as distorted as it is. Yeah, it's interesting because you're not, like, limited to where you can go now, so... It's kind of interesting. I like it. Use the circle positions to dash across the map and do ambushes. Yeah, like get on top of this stuff like this, you know. And then maybe hop up here.
Careful, there's a shadow lurking around.
I do see that, yes. I kind of wish I could ambush him from up here, but apparently not, so... Man, I'm just going to stay up here for a sec until he turns again. Like that. Alright, off we go. One more, hold on. You know, that Garu probably wouldn't work too well against Bicorn himself, actually, so, okay, 51. Oh, good, they're all lunging. Phenomenal. Run! Oh, he's not lunging, alright. Hold on, let me get up here. Spin! Because that gives me iframes. I think. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's where we're going.
Let's keep up the pace, shall we?
Alright, let's hop up here. Could hop down there. There's an item actually down here, so maybe I should go grab that first. Oh, they come back. Okay, because that guy was the guy that we ambushed before, wasn't he? Oh, no, maybe not. Because they haven't also come back yet anywhere else, so, okay. Just quote you, don't forget to use the phantom moves. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'll keep it in mind to use the phantom moves up on the top of the poles and stuff, yeah. So, I hated that Arsene is weak to ice, just why? Maybe it has something to do with, like, what his inspiration is from, you know, like Arsene Lupin. Maybe he died in a blizzard or something. I don't know. Just brainstorming. I'm just gonna hop over here and get this guy.
Show me your true self. Let's
do it. See, it's nice when there's not bicorns, because the bicorns really make this a lot harder, because they don't flinch when you attack them. So, who's that? Oh, okay. I mean, I could knock him up in the air. Would that blow him away? Alright.
Call that a fight? Huh, I nearly fell asleep. We should apply the same effort in the next battle.
Okay, so that guy's just guarding that treasure chest. Alright, is there anything else for me to get around here? Did I miss anything? There's a chest over there I could go grab. So let's go grab it, shall we? Cute wallet.
Oh, a shadow!
Yeah, I see him. I wonder what his line of sight is. I guess I could test. Can he see me now? Or can I just run past him? No, I can just run past him.
Ambush them from here.
Well, that works for me. Go get him. Alright, well, that was easy.
If only all battles were this easy.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep it up.
Alright, what else we got? So we got that guy, and we got another treasure right here. What's his, Okay, hold on. Go over here. It looks like his pattern's a little more erratic, actually. I guess it's just like left to right around the street, but I don't want to go walking out and just grabbing this because then he's going to see me, but I guess it worked out.
I sense a shadow.
I'm going to go this way
Proceed with extreme caution.
and just like creep up on him. Yeah, he's got a very erratic looking way that he walks around. Right, let's go after him now. Oh.
You're not going anywhere.
Alright then.
Don't lose your composure.
Oh, I gotta shake the stick. Alright. Well, off I go then. Get me the hell out of here. Yeah, I can use, I can have Vicorn come in and Gary with some people. I probably should have done that to actual, you know, enemies instead of whatever that was. One more. No, two more, really. Yeah, see, like, I can even just attack the air and do an elemental skill. Like, that works perfectly fine. So, you can escape from a battle by running into the blue keep out barrier. Okay, so just like Chain of Memories, got it. But escape's not possible in a red barrier. If you successfully escape, the battle will end. Be aware that there are penalties for doing so. As if I was going to. Alright.
Guess that's that.
Sure is. Alright, I think we've cleared out this area. That's good. I'm going to guess that if I was to leave now to refill my HP and stuff, all the shadows would respawn, probably. So. That makes no fucking sense. Yeah, what if anything? He should resist it. London is cold. I guess that's fair, yeah. Something you'd like to add about playable characters. Stuff like movesets and mechanics are not a fixed thing, so if some stuff is rough, Ryuji's charge time. Do keep playing those characters. Things will get better. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I kind of figured there had to be some penalty to just leaving, you know what I mean? Like, them respawning the enemies would be logical. It's just like in most action games nowadays. It's like, hey, you want to go heal yourself? Too bad, all the enemies are going to respawn. So, excuse me. I would have found out over time, but I probably, honestly, if I hadn't asked that right now, I would have literally just tested it, so it's fine. It's not a spoiler. I'm not really worried about it. Can shoot enemies from a distance to get a neutral battle start. Okay, that's a good point. I'll, excuse me, keep that in mind as well. How about we go to Miyamai Park? I know we got to go to 705, but unless the game's going to force me to go there. It is, in fact, going to force me to go there. I want to go exploring, Mom! Alright, fine. Oh wow, I can practically triple jump if you count the fact that I just double jumped there. Yeah. Can I? Okay, I can switch personas just by out of battle, so that's good. So, new area, new party members, maybe? I'm just gonna see what's in here first before I do that, so. That expedites grinding. Just kill everything, leave and heal, and then they come back. Yeah, I guess that's true. I'm not getting a whole ton of EXP, though, so I don't think I'd be concerned about grinding right now, so. Yeah, we knew they had searchlights. We could see them.
Getting spotted by one of those will mean big trouble. Surrounded in no time.
Right.
Shadows are patrolling too. No surprise. Security is tight here.
Okay.
Frontal assault sounds like it might be out of the picture.
Yeah, probably.
Let's see if we have anything else here.
What do you got on the map, Futaba? Oh, you want me to explore. Okay, that's fine. Hang on. Switch party members up. It was the stats menu, yeah. There we go. Alright, let's bring Sophia back in. Let's bring Haru in because she hasn't done, like, anything today. And, sure, let's bring Ryuji in. We'll let Morgana pop in a little bit, so. We'll give him a rest for now. He's been busy.
What's that over there?
A chipped microchip. Seems like a oxymoron. Oh, we could just hop up there. Okay. I'm just gonna double check and see if there's anything else. So probably, if you were to walk over there, that would be a prime way to get your ass kicked. So I'll just go this way instead. Is there anything down the alley before I go up there? Let's see. Nope. Okay. And up we go. Alright.
It's
Seems like it'll be
Stopwatch.
useful.
Probably. And another cover point. So yeah, it's very, very reminiscent of how it was in the original. You basically don't want to fight enemies head on. You want to try to, you know, sneak around and stuff.
Great.
So.
If we run along there, getting in the castle should be a cinch.
Hey, Raka, how's it going? Welcome back. You returned. Am I excited? You're excited, and everyone should be like you. I'm excited, Raka. I'm glad you're here. Welcome back. Twitch, I am never playing League of Legends again. Stop recommending LCS to you. There you go. For some reason, the entrance area has different music currently. The actual dungeon music is playing. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about then. Interesting. Really like this dungeon. Love how stylized this game, Persona in general, is. Yeah, the main thing about Persona 5 that was always really good for me was how stylish the whole game was. Like, all the menus, all the dialogue boxes, everything just looked so, like... They did a really good job of creating a UI that wasn't, like, the same as every other game. It was its own thing. It basically had its own identity, so...
But there are more searchlights. How will we get past?
Same way we always do, Yusuke.
Smaller than the other ones. Why don't we just try sneaking past?
Yep, like that. Alright, so get over there is what you're saying. Okay. So I gotta go up. Do I go up like this? No. I go down like this. Yeah. Oh, good. A side-scroller. In my Persona game. No, hang on. There we go. I was gonna go jump from the other thing, but I forgot I can grab ledges. That teddy bear thing. I was like, oh god, something's trying to kill me.
Not piss it off.
I can see it.
Which one? That one? And I guess he is red, so... We'll just go creep over by the creepy teddy bear thing. Or we won't, because something tried to shoot me.
Can't go any further. They're firing on anything within range.
Hmm.
Can you find a way to shut them down?
Boy, that would be nice.
Just a sec. Analyzing.
Yes, got it.
The
Cool.
searchlight's power source is south of here.
Okay, so go hit up the power source.
Yeah, which way is that?
Hang on, Ann, I got it.
Reality could be somewhere around Maruku City. Must be some sort of facility providing power.
So this is why you have multiple different areas, because they're going to send you to different ones to take down the power sources around the main place so that then you can get into the... Okay, makes sense.
Off to Maruku City. Let's move out.
Cool. Yeah, I can handle that. Oop. Yeah, forgot I could just do that. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's it makes the dungeons feel more open, I guess, than the last ones, because a lot of the last ones were basically like completely linear in vanilla P5. So kind of giving you the option of going to a bunch of different places to figure things out and explore for yourself. It's still linear, but not in the same way. It still makes it look like you can go all over the place. So
Exactly the same. I'm worried we'll get ourselves lost.
I mean, that's a possibility, but we do have a mini map, so. Yeah, this is the what is that? Welcome to the Jail. Is that the name of the track that's playing right now? So I wonder why that's playing in here.
Keep tabs on your locationer. That'll probably happen.
Uh-huh. Okay, so Maruku City is that one over there. The jail is composed of many different areas. Press the map button to view a map. Thank you. I know how to read a map game. I'm not dumb. Okay, we're going down there. It was extra. Okay, there you go. Oh, I'm asking, yeah. That's why you call it Backside of the TV, kind of an OST for the intro of a dungeon. Neat stuff. Yeah, I almost said Backside of the TV just a minute ago, so for some fucking reason, 2D sections play a different version of the music playing. I didn't notice that. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to the footage. Don't ask me. Oh, I'm asking. Question, why is the power source not in the palace? Like, villains have no idea how to design a stronghold. That would require her to actually have any form of forward-thinking lifeblood, and as we all know, in Persona 5, most of the villains don't have forward thinking, because they are completely one-dimensional. Like, listen, I like this game as much as the next guy, but I'm still gonna say it because it's true. So, alright, off to Maruku City. Yeah, now that question has a simple answer. Outsourcing. Shit, now I gotta give an answer. They did it because it's cool, probably, maybe. No, you can answer the exact way I just did, Rockin' Fun. It's fine. Again, I can like this game and still know what its flaws are, so.
I'll highlight it on your map.
It's a flaw of P5 in general. Most things are very straightforward. It's a blessing and a curse. Okay, cool. So it's right... Oh, okay. I was going to say it's right here, but apparently not. Good eye, Morgana. Okay.
Once that thing sees us, shadows are just gonna start pouring in.
We
Right.
should avoid all head-on conflict when possible. It only gets harder when they're on high alert.
Especially since I'm on hard mode now.
And if we're spotted too many times, we'll have no choice but to come back later.
Yeah, that would suck. I mean, I would probably do it anyway, but you know. Be mindful of the security level while exploring the jail, as raising security level has a number of effects. Beware if it reaches 100%, you'll be forced to withdraw from the jail. This seems like a weird thing to carry over from vanilla P5 because the point of the security level was to say, hey, don't fight things head on, but it was also to say, hey, if you actually try to fight things head on too much, we're going to punish you by forcing you out of the dungeon and making you waste that slot of the day. As far as I'm aware, this is going to be done today, so like we're not wasting a slot of the day. You can lower the security level by winning battles. You can also check the level by using third eye.
I can see it.
No, we're at 0 for right now, so there you go. Stealthily advance. I mean, the objective marker's over there, so why not just go this way?
I might have found something.
Sure did. Alright, well anyway. That might be the same guy, but it might be a different one.
Guess we just have to take that one out.
Looks like it hasn't noticed us yet, though.
Good. Because that's what I want.
Think you could pull off an ambush from over there?
Possibly. Let's see. Villains in general are just unable to build a proper hideout. Yeah, I guess in a lot of games they don't really think these things through, don't they? Legitimately, this is a manifestation of their cognition. Cognitions are basically defined by not considering themselves as assailable. They just make everything to suit their every whim. Yeah, I guess that's true. If they don't think they can be defeated, then yeah, their dungeon wouldn't really put anything in a sensible place to make it so that they're, you know, going to hide stuff. Like, the reason why Shido's palace in the original was so hard to maneuver around, I mean, it was linear, but the reason why he had everything hidden so well is because he knew someone was onto him, so that's why it took us so long to get through that one. So, wish more people vocalize that they know something is flawed and love it anyways, instead of just claiming it's perfect and rejecting anything or anyone who disagrees. Yeah, no, we gotta be more... It's healthy to have that sort of discourse on games and saying, no, I understand the flaws, but I still like it, or I understand the flaws and I don't like it. That's important to know about games, I think, so I agree with you on that one. Now they teach you how to ambush from the circle position. Great. More tutorials, that's fine, whatever. But now I can actually do the thing I was trying to do on the screen before, where you perform an ambush up here. Yeah, so. Down we go. Blech. Blech. It's nice that they put them in a big clump like this, though, after you do that, because it makes it easier to all-out attack them and stuff. Wow, those guys gave a lot of experience. Holy crap. Compared to the rest. Alright, so we might be able to ambush the other sentry from up here now.
I found a treasure chest.
There's also this, so let's check it out. Magic incense! Oh, good. Is that like as good as it is in Nocturne? I don't know. Find out. Ryuji, can you get off my cloud so I can ambush them, please? Ryuji? Can I just switch to you and then have you ambush them anyway? I don't think so, because he kind of popped up here. Charge up, then let him have it. After Skull's square attack, special attacks can be charged by holding triangle. Attack power and range increases as he charges up. I'm probably going to use Ryuji a lot, because this sounds like it would actually be really strong. But anyway. Figure that out. Yeah, we switched positions. Okay.
Better be careful.
That's fine. I think he's facing backwards, so let's just pop up here.
We're in a good position. We can attack at any time.
Then let's do it. Now they're in a world of hurt. Oh, okay, they're dead. Yeah, so that's like the same thing as what I was just doing with V in Devil May Cry 5. Okay, cool. So I think Ryuji's going to be a standby in the team, honestly, because like it's very intuitive to use his skills by charging them up, you know? So I would say, excuse me, pardon me, but I guess I don't got to worry about that for now. Not a whole lot around here anyway, but I think I see a treasure chest off in the distance. This is a very large area. There's a sea over there, though, so I might want to go check that, because that... Okay, it's a checkpoint. All right. Yeah, I'm going to go check that out in a minute, once we get around here. And Joker and everyone else will be extra when ambushing from a high position. I mean, of course, they have to, because it's you know, part of the game's stylishness. They just have to be excessive. So... Ryuji also has a lot of HP. Like, 135 seems like a lot at this point.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Shit, yeah! Let's stop those guys and loot that thing.
Yeah, I think I'm with you, but...
Chest has a security system.
Yeah, I knew it would be too easy.
The security level here gets too high. The chest is shielded until things quiet back down again.
Okay, so don't get caught.
Too many times, no treasure for us. But
Fair enough. Raise past a certain point, barrier will appear around treasure chests in jail, preventing them from being opened. If security level is lowered, they can be opened again. Can't I just leave, though? Like, why would I ever buy that? Oh, it's... There's a lock-picking skill? Man, what is this, Fallout? Oh, boy. Anyway.
what should we do?
Well, we'll do the same thing we always do, so...
Doing this?
Yep, I'm just trying to wait for that guy to get away so we don't end up getting into battle with him immediately. Let's pummel them. Why don't we switch to Haru? Let's see what she's got. Elegantly hold down the fort. Noir's triangle attacks can be extended by holding triangle. Oh good, another mainstay in my party. Look for safe opportunities, then rack up the damage. Cool. Oh, okay, yes, that would be pretty useful. Yeah. Alright then, so Ryuji and Haru are staying for the rest of the game. Got it. Where's the other guy? Oh, he's already gone. Okay. Oh, good. Another tutorial. Let's see. Ryuji's main SP cost will be the Zio skill line. Yeah, so that kind of actually makes him kind of useful in a way, because he'll only have to use his SP in situations where it's like, hey, I need to hit a weakness. Okay, there we go. So. There's less for him to do, I guess. So he doesn't use as much SP. Some treasure chests may restock their contents when you infiltrate the metaverse. Be careful not to raise security levels so you can open as many as possible. Yes, thank you, I get that. That's easy. Soul drop, that's nice. You know what I didn't check, though, is I didn't check what the magic incense and all that other stuff did, so let's take a look. Soul drop, that's the SP thing. Super Jolt, magic incense. It is literally just the magic incense from Nocturne. Okay. Increase their persona's magic by 1. I feel like it might be better to save these for party members, actually, because then I can, like... Not for Saizo himself, because he can get all this extra stats bullshit from just fusing, but everybody else doesn't really get that, so anybody who relies on a lot of magic to do their stuff, like maybe Anne or Makoto. Or Haru, because, I mean, she literally just used Sai in a tornado that I could hold out for like 5 seconds, so maybe I'll give it to her. Good lord. Excuse me. Elegantly holding down the fort. Please tell me all about the elegancy about beating the living shit out of someone with an axe and a grenade launcher. Yeah, she's got that down to a T, that's for sure. I'm sure she'd be able to tell you all about it. Like how twisted this theme is. It's kind of interesting. It almost sounds a little bit like a Demented Funhouse theme, I guess, in a way. How the hell do I... Oh, okay, I guess I can just go this way. Oh, and then I can hop up here if I want to go this way for something. Oh, that's the cover point from before.
This might be what we need.
Let's see, more stuff down here. Chipped microchip. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of stuff, so that's good. Go to Wonderland, that's what it says over there, and that's where my objective marker is, so I guess we're going that way, but basically I'm going to try to fight my way to the checkpoint, and then that's going to be where we're going to call it for the day, so that's the plan. Let's get to it. Oh good, they noticed us. Fantastic. Uh-oh, okay. Ow. Alright. She's a little slow on the uptake, but that's okay. Nice. Swap up. Oh, I didn't swap over to Sophia yet. I'll do that in a minute. Dormina. Okay, that's not good. You are weak to fire and electric, and I don't have either of the above, so I'm just gonna do this. Alright.
That takes care of that. Let's get going.
So it wants me to go this way, but I don't wanna. I might have to, because it looks like we're blocked off from going to wherever the checkpoint is, so I should probably recover a little bit. Haru looks a little worse for wear. Let's see what Sophie's got for her skill in the next fight, I think. Also, God, Haru's crowd control is wonderful. Yeah, there you go. Should look up and listen to BB channel from Fate. It's that kind of twisted and you love it. I'll look it up after this. Love how Haru's in the middle of bloody murder with a smile and ballet and tea time. I mean, that's just how Haru rolls, honestly. Don't knock it. It's fine. Let her be a murder bot while being elegant at the same time. If she rocks it.
Haruku City's right here.
Okay.
On the other side of that?
Great.
I don't see a way to open the gate either. Looks like we need an alternative.
How do I open the gates to the checkpoint?
Jazz, I don't think we'll be able to climb that.
No, I mean, there's boxes right there.
Look over there. What if we tried going up that way?
We might be able to get around the buildings to get there.
We might spot a way around this from up there.
True.
Good idea. Let's hop on up.
Alright, up we go then. Let's see, any shadows in the area? No, not really. There's a transport vehicle over there, though. Alright, anyway, let's hop up here since the game wants me to go up here. I'll do what the game tells me for now because, well, I don't think I have a choice in the matter. This is apparently the tutorial dungeon, so, you know, gotta kind of do what the game says for a little while. Oh, I thought he was going to voice that, okay. Maybe that one with all the candy canes and stuff on it? Or there, we can go there too. Alright. So follow the balloons and we'll get there, got it. Sounds like a plan. Certain things will light up when you use third eye. These usually indicate points where you can phantom dash to go into hiding. Like the balloons. Okay, cool. Let's see, where's that going to put us in terms of all this? There's enemies down there, but the game's kind of directing me this way, and hey, there's a checkpoint right there. So if I go there, surely I'll get to the checkpoint soon enough, and then that way I'll be able to save it, and then I can explore around and kill all the other enemies later. Let's see. Haru's cool. Too bad you have to play Royal to get her to have the chance at being a character. Yeah, that's why we have strikers. There you go. Gives everybody a chance to shine now that, you know, now that they've all already gone through their development from P5. So, let's see. We got a cover point. I mean, I guess I can... Oh, I can just ambush him from right here. Okay, cool. Then let's do that, shall we? Powerful enemies in the jail. Among the enemies encountered in the jail, there may be shadows that are more powerful than normal ones. These ones have special names. Battling powerful ones grants higher experience and guarantees that a mask will drop, among other merits. They're also harder, I'm sure. Beguiling girl. Okay. I think if I remember right, Pixie is weak to dark, so this will help a little bit. Oh, I'm shocked. Okay, that's fine. I'm a little slow because I'm a little paralyzed, but that's alright. Drop that down. Striker swap. During battle, teammates may propose actions. Press the corresponding directional button and they will baton pass and perform the action. Okay, sure. What do you got? Sure. Baton pass to her. I needed to baton pass to her anyway to see what she's got. Perfect catch and upgrade. Press square or triangle as Sophie's yo-yos come back to perform a perfect catch, which will enhance her attacks. Oh, there's timing to it. Okay, cool. I could get used to that, yeah. I'm not very good at it, but, you know. Oh, okay. Maybe I should use a showtime since this lady's being a little bitch. Yeah, that did pretty good. Alright, maybe an Aha to break the shield a little faster. Oh, I can even access that a little bit quicker by doing that. Alright, cool. Where'd she go? No, seriously, where'd she go? Oh, there she is, okay. During an on-screen prompt follow-up attack with circle. When you hit the enemy with certain attacks, you'll be able to follow up. This allows you to leap at the enemy and link a chain of square attacks. I don't think I want to do that right now because she's about to cast Mazio, so, no. Let's see. Feel it's worth pointing out, when an enemy uses a skill, it will have an outline. Red means it hits the guy you play effective. Oh, okay, gotcha. Dark gray is neutral or resist. Light gray is immunity, and blue is absorb. There is no reflect. Gotcha. Oh yeah, Sophie literally has the PSO2 beat on her attacks. Use the gun. The gun is overall very good. Yeah, I guess that's true because it refills after every battle, right? So PSO in general, I guess. Remember them already having the mechanic back in the portable titles? Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Mid-air square chain, use a persona skill with triangle or hold triangle to link a mid-air special attack. I'm getting out of here, actually, because Mazio. So. Oh yeah, that is pretty good, actually. It knocks off her shields pretty quickly, but that's because she's weak to it, so, you know. Okay, she's almost dead, so. Wild Rush. Perform an additional persona attack with triangle after square, 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 triangle. Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's the 5 squares in the triangle. Let's test it out, shall we? There. Easy. Haru and Sophie are dead. Oh, they still got experience. It doesn't matter. Never mind. Did I get a skill card?
Let's go on ahead.
I think I just got a skill card.
I've taken too much damage.
No, you didn't. You're fine now. I think I just got a skill card. Hang on, let me go my items real quick. Oh, it's not in here. Do I just stick it on a persona? Arsene, do you... Maybe it's something I gotta look at in the Velvet Room, actually, because that was how you did skill cards in the original, if I remember right, as you looked at them in the Velvet Room, so... Follow-up means a shield is broken, which stuns the enemy, and a follow-up is 100% safe. Okay, gotcha. I'll keep that in mind. I was just concerned there because I was like, okay, listen, game, you're not launching me into the middle of a Mazio. That sounds like an easy way to die, so no thank you. Yeah, mandatory welcome to hard mode. I mean, honestly, it hasn't been too bad so far. It's just when I stand in the AoEs like a dumbass, that's when it gets difficult because they zap me. So I just gotta dodge around a little more, that's all. This is pretty much what the game will look like from now on. Okay, well, that's fine. Whatever. So what you're telling me is that the AI has become worse because I've changed to hard mode. I mean, that's nothing new. It's hard mode. If I expected anything different, then I wouldn't be playing hard mode, so, you know. Alright, we got a dude there. Can I go over here instead? There's an item over there. Let's see him ambush me from here.
There's someone here.
Oh, damn it. My, whatchamacallit, was my range of, his range of vision was too high, so. Party members inflicted with sleep will become unable to act, will recover HP and SP over time. Is that an easy way to heal myself in the middle of the dungeon? Enemies inflicted with sleep will become unable to act, will recover HP over time. Any attack the enemy is not absorb or nullify will trigger a technical hit. Got it. Got it. Got it, got it. Are they all shooting at me? Because I guess that makes sense. Ooh, okay. I'll just keep dodging around if that makes this easier for everybody else. Can I, like, tell them to attack faster while I do this? I see it, I see it. It's fine. Look, it's fine. Okay, it's not fine. I took 79 damage. I have a status ailment. Your teammates may sometimes cure it for you. There's a chance this happening can be raised with a bond skill. Okay, gotcha. Oh, thanks for the Hari-sen. Appreciate that. Sure. Do the Zio. Oh yeah, because they're weak to Zio. Forgot about that. My bad. I should be switching to Ryuji more often then. There. Alright, cool.
Another job well done. Okay,
So,
let's move.
how do I get to this checkpoint that's here? That's what I want to know now.
Check it
Ooh.
out. Treasure chest.
Let's see what we got.
What we got?
Hey, we were thinking the same thing. Pulsar. I don't know what that is. Sure. Okay, so... Okay, I guess I'm going down here now. Oh. Okay. Sure. Okay, not by. Never mind. Bicorn is assaulting. I'm being attacked. I'm being assaulted. Oh, you're asleep. Okay. Hold on. Oh, alright then. This is going south very quickly. Oh, okay. Haru, I hope you can survive on 6 HP. Alright, so what happens when this happens? Okay, I can just retry straight from here. I can return to the start of Infiltration, which I would assume respawns all the enemies and basically re-checkpoints me back at the beginning, or return to the title screen and start from the last save point. I was kind of... This is another thing I wanted to test, actually, to be honest. I wanted to see what the repercussions for losing a battle were, because if it was you return to the last save point, I'd have bumped the difficulty back to normal faster than you could fucking blink, but no, it's just retry the battle. Alright, then let's do that. Equipment and other options can be changed when editing the party. Open the command menu. No, just let me reach... Oh, okay. It just retries me from exactly the point where the battle started, which is precisely not what I want, so... I'd rather restart from being able to get an ambush, actually. Alright then. Oh, okay. Ow. See, the Bicorn in the middle is kind of making things difficult, because, like, I can handle the Silkies, but the Bicorn with them, not so much. Alright. Do the best we can with this, so... And why don't we do it again, since they're all weak to this? Oh, I don't have enough SP, never mind. Let's do it like this. There. Alright, well, it wasn't pretty, but that works.
Great work, everybody.
Alright, on to the next.
I don't know what auto-recover does for me, but there you go.
Something is nearby.
I'm going to choose to sequence break what the game wants me to do by going over here first. Let's see. There's also a Persona attack with Joker after square, square, triangle, triangle. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Seal cards is in its own category in the item menu. Oh, yeah, I guess I should have looked that up. See if there were other ones. At one point, they'll run out of tutorials. Never! I had tutorials in the final dungeon. Oh, Jesus Christ. GG. But retrying from save is standard. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to make sure they were doing it with what was standard rather than something else. So you want to point out, sometimes when you restart, they ask you things like, do you want to switch gear or party members, or do you want to change difficulties? I hate that shit. Like, I'm on hard difficulty because I'm a masochist, not because I want you asking me if I want to make it easier at some point. Like, what the fuck? I understand that that's industry standard, but, like, seriously? I'm doing it on purpose, okay? Let me be a masochist. Stop asking me these questions. This is going to be me blocking Alia's number mid-mission all over again. There is no... the no retry is Merciless, which is New Game exclusive. Okay, gotcha. I'll keep that in mind. And never play Merciless. So, my answer to that, fuck no! I want to try again and learn from my mistakes. Exactly. Once when you were tryharding the boss of this dungeon, actually the game asked you in the game over screen if you wanted to change voices. That's funny, like that's gonna make a difference.
What is a space connected to somewhere?
Looks like a digital conduit to the Velvet Room.
Hey, Sophie, you're right.
Well, she was the most general she's ever been there, so of course she's right.
Space here is being warped and connected to the crossing.
Oh, okay.
As in the crossing where we first entered the jail?
So if we use this, we'll go back to the entrance?
Good, now I can heal myself.
Moving between the jail and the real world will make our resupply efforts at least a bit easier.
Okay, so if these checkpoints are kind of all over the dungeons and everything, then I'm perfectly fine with doing exactly what I've been doing, which is basically just beating my head against a wall in every battle and retrying when I lose until I hit a checkpoint, and then going there, going out, resupplying, and then coming back.
That's it. I'm calling this a checkpoint. Go ahead and give it a spin so the location data registers.
Alright, sounds like a plan. As you explore the jail, you will encounter checkpoints. Accessing it will register it, allowing you to use the same functions you could at the jail's entrance. Registering checkpoints allows free movement between them, so it's advised to register whenever possible. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Okay. Return to the jail, real world from either the jail entrance or through a checkpoint. Returning to the real world will restore all HP and SP and resets the security level back to 0%. This is a really powerful checkpoint. There are no downsides to leaving the jail. If you're exhausted from battling or the security level is too high, or in my case, you need to end a stream, retreating is a very viable option. The enemies respawn, I'm sure, but hey, that's fine. We can register this as a checkpoint. Go to other checkpoints. That would just take me back to the beginning. Return from jail. Yes, get me a full heal. If the enemies respawn, I'm okay with this because I can just spawn back at this checkpoint, so it's no big deal. Whatever. Like this is very not punishing, which is, I guess, very good for in my case because it means I'll be able to continue with this with reckless abandon, just like I've always been doing so far. So, well, I know what the best part is though. Joker can die without the whole mission failing. Yeah, that is nice actually because that was how it was in the original. So, you know, yes, no more Final Fantasy 13 bullshit. Life's right, it's only a game over if the entire party is wiped, yeah. And again, it's very snappy getting back into it when the whole party's wiped. Like, they were wiped and I was back in that battle in 5 seconds, so like, whatever, it's fine. I can figure things out, I can use my brain. But anyway, we got a full heal, from what I understand. I'd like more bond points, but I don't have level 3 yet, so probably not. Okay, so we got to get Morgana in here because he's not leveled up, so let's pop him into the party for something. Yeah, see, this is just going to be difficult to kind of mess around with because of the fact that, like, we don't have an even number of party members to get us a select party. Like, basically, there isn't 3 parties that I can do this with. But I guess that's part of the problem that the game presents you, isn't it? Well, Ryuji was pretty good because Bicorn and Silky are weak to it, so that's good. I've got stuff for Pixie. Morgana's got healing, and he needs the experience anyway. And Makoto because I like motorcycles? I don't know. But that seems fine. Alright, anyway. This plus entering combat being instant plus restart being quick makes being stubborn and tryharding fights really comfy, actually. Perfect. I will be in my element then, because that is usually exactly what I do. But will we be able to find the power source of the searchlights, disable the searchlights around the 705, and reach the end of the palace jail thingy? Sorry, palace is just natural for me. Before facing erasure? Find out on the next episode of Persona 5 Strikers, the Stream Edition, which will be happening on Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I don't really know how long this game is, to be honest. I feel like we're going to be here for a while, but it might be alright. Like, I don't know how many of these palaces, jails, I'm going to have to get used to saying jails we'll be going to, but if I keep doing it like this, I think it's going to be pretty comfy, all things considered, so excuse me. So yeah, we'll be back for it on Tuesday to keep banging our head against the brick wall that is Alice's Palace. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. And I'll see all of you on the next one on Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Until then, everybody, take care and have a good one. Yeah, most people like me. Yes, exactly. Do I have to use the bathroom before I go back in there? Because it might be a good idea. Okay, I guess I'm okay right now. I guess I lost all bowel control when I got a game over. That's just great. And on that icky mental note,